jalapenos. So it's like cream cheese, some cheddar cheese or cheddar jack, a little bit of sour cream, and then cooked bacon. And I even sauteed the jalapenos for a little bit just to cook them down
Sounds
a
like
little
a lot
bit.
of work.
Well, it was, that was just for the filling.
Wow.
And then you take your crescent roll, Brett.
Yeah.
And you put the spread on the crescent roll and then put your little wiener down. So
Yeah.
it's a jalapeno popper pig in a blanket.
Wow.
And it's a little messy, it's a
Yeah.
little tedious. Those crescent rolls are kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. But
Mhm.
once I got them all rolled up and did that, boy, were they a hit. They turned
went
out
fast.
great.
They went fast.
Oh, yeah. You bake them at like 375 for maybe 20 minutes, 15 to 20.
Right.
And they were a big hit.
Well,
everybody enjoyed them. So I made pigs in a blanket after we discussed pigs in a blanket last week.
But you had to do like different types of ones because the original kind's not very good. Is that what I?
No, that's not.
Is that what I was to deduce from that? Is that you had to like?
No, that's not accurate. I just decided to combine 2 Super Bowl appetizers.
Okay, just checking. So
there was a guy on YouTube that it was in the algorithm.
Sure,
he's like, you can do, because I was just looking at pigs in a blanket, which is essentially all you need is a crescent roll and the little weenies.
Right.
But I did one with a jalapeno cream cheese spread.
Right. Because the original pigs in blanket's not good enough, so you had to
and cooked bacon.
It.
Well,
yeah.
No, it's just being a little creative.
Yeah.
It's having a little creativity with your appetizers.
We did just sliders. We had some good sliders, burgers and chicken sliders.
Yeah.
That's what we ate.
Is it on those Hawaiian rolls? Is that how you did them?
No, they weren't on. I don't think they were on Hawaiian rolls. They just looked on like a little mini bread. As far as
Was the bread sweet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, he made that and some fries, and then like a little charcuterie board, and then like a cookie cake afterwards. But it was good.
Cheeseburgers.
Definitely didn't eat too much, so that was good. Like I didn't gorge my gut at the Super Bowl party.
Little cheeseburgers sound good.
Yeah. Also like some buffalo chicken sliders too. So it was good. Shout out to my friend. He did a good job cooking. He's a great host. And like I said, 6 people didn't feel like a party.
No.
By any means. Game.
Did you do any boozing?
A little bit.
I didn't do any boozing.
A little bit. Did a little boozing all weekend, honestly. I'm ready to have a easy day today because Friday night, went to the casino, did some boozing. Saturday, Tennessee, Kentucky watch party. Shout out to everybody that came to Barley's. That was a fun time until it wasn't. Did some boozing. And then, a little bit last night for the game. So I am ready to just chug about 3 of these big old waters and have ourselves a nice Monday. Brett, did you do anything for the Super Bowl? Did you have a party or anything?
Oh, no, not me. No, it was just me and the wife. We just sat on the couch. Went out to the store, got some dips.
Nice.
Pizza. Frozen pizzas, some wings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Daughter didn't want to watch?
Well, I guess she did watch. Yeah, she did. But she had her headphones on, watching her laptop. Kind of thing.
She had her own party going on.
Yeah. We asked her to hang out, but her hanging out's a little different these days. So at least she was in the room with us. And
that's good.
We would pop in, we'd see, look at this commercial. She loved, Gaga singing Die With a Smile or whatever, that little section, because she got excited because she thought maybe Bruno's coming, but no.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a light night, so, but it was good. So
good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, Cody, I hope you can make it through these next 3 hours. You sound
I'll be
unwell.
fine.
You sound unwell.
I'll be fine. I feel fine. I just don't sound good. But for those who assume I'm hungover, just know that I'm not. I didn't even do any boozing. I'm just sick, which, that's part of the game. It's part of the
man can't even go buy any Sudafed.
Part of the hustle
due to his past transgressions either. That's
I know. I've been doing emergencies and Alka-Seltzers.
Okay,
which is pretty good.
But, get you a little NyQuil.
Yeah.
Get you a little Dayquil NyQuil combo.
I got a little bit of that too.
We'll dive into the Super Bowl next. The game, the fallout, the halftime performance, the commercials. Hour 2, we'll get to Tennessee, Kentucky. and that bleep show of a second half. I can already see Brett champing at the bit to put down Rick Barnes and the boys. I can already feel it.
Too easy, man. They make it too easy.
We'll dive into that. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, VOLS fans. Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go VOLS.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Ey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo.
All right, let's talk some Super Bowl. Cody, fire away.
Whose idea was this bumper?
Mine.
That checks out.
Yeah. Oh, let me guess.
Have we not heard enough?
Let me guess. You hated it.
Have we not heard enough Spanish?
Would your party not turn on the Turning Point USA one for you?
I had it on my phone. I had the Turning Point USA halftime going on my phone while that we had the main one on the big TV.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, no, I hated it. I mean, I thought it was really, just I couldn't understand it. You know what I mean? I asked Miles, I said, can we turn the subtitles on? You think that'll help? And the subtitles were in Spanish, too. There was no translation.
How was the Turning Point USA show?
About like you'd figure. Pretty lame.
The clips I saw from it had some pretty bad Kid Rock lip singing that it kind of exposed.
Kid Rock was apparently Robert Ritchie. He did one song as Robert Ritchie. I don't know if that was like him trying to do a Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines thing or what the deal was with that. But yeah, no, it was terrible. You're not going to watch Brantley Gilbert and Lee Bryce and and leave thinking you saw something great.
Yeah.
You know? But I turned it on just out of curiosity to see what they were doing. And it had like 5.3 million viewers at one time is what it said. I think was the high.
Yeah.
based on what I saw in the live YouTube. But I mean, it was dumb. But I thought the regular halftime show was pretty lame too. I mean, nothing wowed me either way. I like seeing Lady Gaga. I mean, I do like her. Nice to see her make an appearance. We had a little bit of English.
It was a nice distraction from the first half of a pretty bad football game. That was a pretty gross, disgusting first half.
And then, I mean, you get the messaging at the end, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. I mean, how many times do we need to hear this? Don't we know love is love? Yeah, stop the hate. I mean, how many times are they going to tell us?
Yet you came on here and wanted to hate. The message didn't sink into you.
I mean, I think hate would be a pretty strong word. I don't feel hate in my heart. It's just annoying.
I had some hatred for some of the players in the game last night for 2.5, 3 quarters, but my parlay ended up coming through in the fourth quarter. I enjoyed the halftime show. Mike Vrabel with a patented Mike Vrabel type of performance where he turns a very winnable postseason game into a 60-minute, way too conservative, bad game plan type of game. Saw that one before. So all in all, I had a pretty good Super Bowl. I enjoyed it.
I liked some of the commercials, but the game in itself, I mean, maybe the worst game since I saw a lot of people saying, the Rams Patriots game a few years ago, the one that was like 13-3. That was a pretty tough Super Bowl. Turns out we need Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I do hope everybody got what we're happy for what they wished for. I'm so sick of the Chiefs. I'm so sick of Patrick Mahomes. Well, enjoy. I hope you liked Drake May skipping passes and their offensive line not being able to block, yet Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniel doing nothing to try to help them. Hey, here's tight end help. No. Hey, here's a moving pocket. Hey, Drake May's really athletic. Let's let him run some. Nope. Really none of that. It's just, hey, drop back. Will Campbell's going to get his ass whipped, and Drake May's going to get hit.
Honestly, if we could have just gotten Josh Allen or MVP Stafford, I would have been fine either way, but we didn't get either of those. We got just the two most boring teams. Seattle's really good, and we knew that coming in. Like, they were the best team. The best team won the Super Bowl, I think, at the end of the day. But the Rams were right there with them. I wish it had been them instead. Seattle's just boring to me. New England's pretty boring. Super Bowl ended up being pretty boring from a game standpoint.
Kenneth Walker was pissing me off because he didn't run that way for my fantasy team all year.
Yeah, he looked like an MVP out there.
He was one of the running backs that I trusted. I trusted to carry my team, and he was a bum all year until he got to the playoffs, and he said, well, I'm a free agent. Time to go make some money. And that's what he did over the last month. He went out and made a whole bunch of money.
Last night was great if you like the kicking game. If you're into special teams, there were some nice punts. And then Seattle, that kicker, I mean, arguably he could have been the MVP. He didn't miss anything.
You are right that Jason Myers had himself a day, but I thought Michael Dixon, the punter, I thought he was a weapon. He had at least 2 inside the 5-yard line.
He did. Yeah.
I think they had 4 total return yards too. He was a weapon.
I don't think I saw Drake May throw the ball down the field. It seemed like every pass was a 5-yard pass. Did he try to go down the field? Did I miss something? Because I didn't see it.
They had the long touchdown pass to Matt Collins.
Okay, yeah, the one to the guy in the shackles.
Which I needed him to have 25 yards, so I was happy to see that. He caught 60 yards in 2 straight plays, so that was good. That was a parlay winner. Shout out to Matt Collins. But that was pretty much it. I mean, that they hit a couple of deep ones to Diggs kind of at the end of the game in garbage time, a couple 20-yard passes. He threw a duck. I mean, the interception that kind of ended the game was a deep pass. That was one of the worst throws of the year. That was it was so bad that I do think you'll have Drake May come out and basically be like, yeah, my shoulder's messed up. I got to have surgery. I got hit against the Broncos and hurt my shoulder, because that's kind of what was reported last week, over the last 2 weeks as we got ready for the Super Bowl. They came out and said he was clear, ready to go. But if I'm a Patriots fan, if I'm Drake May, I come out and, even if my shoulder doesn't need surgery, I pretend like I'm having one, because that's one of the only ways to kind of fix the damage you've done over the last month of your reputation, because Drake May, I do think, was a worthy MVP candidate this year. I do think he was really good. I do think he was awesome for most of the year, but I do think that he was terrible in the playoffs. And like I said, probably undid his reputation to most football fans.
I still don't know if that New England team's any good. The entire season has gone and passed, Super Bowl and all, and I still don't know if they were any good.
I think that's completely fair. I think that's completely fair to wonder. Like, if I was the Houston Texans, I'd be like, my God, CJ Stroud, why did you turn the ball over 5 times? We should have easily beaten this team. Then we could have beaten Bo Nix, a Bo Nix-less Denver team.
And then got smashed by Seattle.
Yeah, but at least you win the AFC.
Yeah.
And Houston, you get to the AFC Championship. They haven't ever been to an AFC Championship, so that could have at least been a feather in their cap. But they let that Patriots team beat them. And, yeah, I agree with you. Still don't know if they're any good.
I mean, I spent the entire playoffs just caping for Josh Allen. I really wish Josh Allen would make it. But you got to think that game would have been better last night with a guy like Josh Allen.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it just – Drake May, you said he's a worthy MVP candidate, and based on the schedule they played and everything, he probably was. But I think you saw a major difference in just the level of what it would have been like with a guy like Stafford or Allen or something. Drake May, he's going to have a nice career, but he's got a ways to go.
Yeah, let's back off the Allen stuff a little bit, because
he's a superhero.
Just back off,
like Superman.
Back off it a little bit.
Guy wears a cape.
Stafford, I'll give you, because Stafford, if I'm Stafford, I'm like, man, like, we're the only team that can move the ball against that Seahawks defense. We did it twice. Like, we should have beaten them.
It's a good football team all around. I mean, the special teams, the defense, I mean, one of the best defensive performances ever up until the second half. Like, I mean, I thought we were headed for a shutout.
Seattle was definitely a team that could say that the sum was greater than the parts. That's the type of team you want to root for. That's the type of team you want to see win. Sam Darnold, his career renaissance, his career, full circle moment. The Patriots kind of ruined him with the Jets. And now he gets revenge and beats them in the Super Bowl. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was in a pretty nice position with that team he had around him.
Sure.
I mean, between Kenneth Walker, which, offensively, I mean, Smith and Jigba, he didn't do much.
No, if you had Jackson Smith and Jigba on any of your parlays last night, they were all losers, because he didn't have any catches. Or, I mean, he didn't have his over in catches. He had 4 catches, 27 yards, really didn't make an impact. He probably should have had a touchdown, but Sam Darnold with a really terrible throw down there on the goal line.
He also overthrew him on that one scramble.
Yep.
He just overthrew him.
Yep.
Oh,
early in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, that one would have went to the house.
He could have had an 85-yard touchdown. Yeah.
That wasn't him that Gonzalez knocked away, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Or
well,
was that
not the deep ball. He knocked the one on the goal line away.
Okay, because the other one was Shaheed.
Yeah. The
Gonzalez
deep ball
saved a couple of touchdowns.
The deep ball was Shaheed, but they had Jackson Smith and Jigba running a post about 20 yards, and
he underthrew him.
He threw him under late and inside, and Gonzalez was able to catch up and knock that one down. Gonzalez was playing his ass off.
He was.
Watching him. Like, it looked like
Pats D did all they could.
Yeah, it looked like early on that I thought the game was setting up for like it to feel like Seattle was killing them, and all of a sudden the Patriots make one play and they're winning, and you're like, oh my God, how's this happening? But it never came. You saw the Patriots defense after the Drake May fumble, just kind of, they're on the bench and they just kind of just shook their head and was like, well, time to get to work, time to go back out there. Drake May was he was a killer, and I liked Drake May this year. I appreciated his efforts for my fantasy team, unlike Kenneth Walker. I thought that he was pretty good. Now, like Cody said, maybe it was just, beating up on a schedule. Maybe that had a lot to do with it. I don't know. But he did not cover himself in glory in this postseason, and he did not cover himself in glory in the Super Bowl. I don't know if I can go say he single-handedly lost the game, because, like I said, I think Will Campbell had a big part of that too. Really, both Patriots tackles had a lot to do with that, but Drake May was awful. That's about as bad of a playoff performance as you can have under the brightest lights. Bad.
Yeah, like you said, I imagine he'll come out and say his shoulder was hurt. Just keep the narrative.
You got to pull the Josh Allen. Like, Josh Allen comes out, my foot's hurt. You got to do it when you lose. Josh Allen, I got a broken bone. Drake May can do it with the shoulder.
Yeah.
Drake May has the worst run. It is by far the worst run of any quarterback who started at least 3 games in a single postseason since 2000. Everyone was kind of put together, and they had their EPA added up over those games. And he is at a negative 29. He cost his team 29 points during this playoff stretch. The second worst was Peyton Manning in 2015 with that Broncos team that got beat by Andrew Luck. Well, I believe that would.
No, was that the year they won the Super Bowl?
I guess it would have been.
They got blown out.
That beat the Panthers.
I guess it would have been because it was 20. It said 2015 season.
So one of them, he couldn't even throw the ball.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. That's the one where they get to the second round and the Colts beat them down because Peyton couldn't drop back and his leg was hurt, and that kind of led to his demise. But that would have been the 2014 season, I believe. So
I thought 15 was when Seattle killed him. Was that not?
Well, that was the 2014 Super Bowl 2013 season. 2014 season, 2015 playoffs would have been the year they lost to the Colts. And then 2015 season, 2016 Super Bowl is actually the one they won.
Yeah, because he rode out as a champion.
Well, I guess the 2015 season, the year they won, he was the second worst quarterback.
Oh, that says Patriots won the Super Bowl defeating the Seahawks in 2015. But
the Broncos lost to the Seahawks in 14.
14, okay.
Yeah. The Patriots.
That was the Malcolm Butler play.
Yeah, the Patriots beat the Seahawks in the 2014 season, but 2015 Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet Marshawn Lynch enjoyed last night's game. But he was happy to see the way it played out.
And he had a big part of the commercial, jumping out of a plane, so he had that going for him.
Yeah.
I thought Mike Vrabel was awful last night. I don't know how you guys felt or if that was something that stood out to you, but I thought Vrabel and his conservative game plan was something that used to give me nightmares when thinking back on the Titans' missed opportunities. I thought he was awful last night. Just simple stuff, too. Not knowing when to go for 2. When you're down 19, you score a touchdown to make it, a 13-point game. You go for 2 to try to make it 11.
Yeah,
and he kicks an extra point.
We were hoping
he went
for
2
that
once last night, didn't he?
Say what, Brett?
Didn't he go for 2 when it was 29?
Well, he did.
13?
He did when it was 29-13. Yeah, but he didn't when it was 19-6.
We were hoping for 22-11 because we had scoregami. Hoping for a scoregami. It was 22-1, so didn't get it.
How many times has 29-13 been a score in a Super Bowl scoregami or just a score? Oh, okay.
Scoregami in general.
Okay. There was a bet you could make back, that it was a Super Bowl scoregami. I didn't know if that one was still available or not.
Now there were a few options here and there, but it didn't hit. 22-11 though was on the board. It was on the table.
Yeah. How would they have gotten to 11?
If
safeties?
Well, when they were down 19-0, if they had gotten a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and a field goal.
Okay.
And then Seattle could have just kicked another one, and we could have got to 22-11.
Yeah.
The next best hope was 32-15. That didn't happen either.
Gotcha.
No scoregami.
I thought Vrabel was awful. I thought the game plan was bad. I thought he got dominated by the Seattle coaching staff. It seemed as if Vrabel did not have any type of real wrinkles. They did try to line up and go I formation and run the ball one time, and it worked. They got like 8 yards, and then they never ran it again. It just seemed like he just got caught flat-footed. I don't know what he did in the game plan. I just thought he was bad on 4th downs. I thought he was bad on the 2-point conversion because that game was winnable. For as great as Seattle is, and I do want to give them credit, they were the best team this year. Like Cody said, they are a worthy Super Bowl champion. But it did feel like the game was there for the taking.
Yeah, they had opportunities. They just didn't have the quarterback play to do it. And, I mean, Vrabel, there were a couple of 4th and shorts that around midfield, you thought maybe he could have gone for it, and he punted. Played it pretty conservatively.
Yeah, I once watched him punt on 4th and 1 from the 40-yard line in an overtime game at home in the playoffs with Derrick Henry in the backfield. Yeah.
It just seemed like the only hope was if the defense could force a turnover, and get easy field position or like automatically start in field goal range because they could not move the ball whatsoever. They couldn't get a first down to even extend drives to keep their defense from going back out on the field.
Yeah, and at times it seemed like Darnold wanted to give him the ball. I mean, he had a couple of he didn't.
His movement in the pocket was pretty good.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say he was great.
No, I mean, he was
on a lot of his passes.
I mean, he was only a 50% completion guy. You know, he threw for right at 200 yards, 202. He was 50%. He did have a couple interceptable plays, but the Patriots defense more than did their job. It was just, the offensive game plan. Like, and maybe that's going to fall on Josh McDaniel's shoulders, and maybe he'll be the one that gets all the blame. But I thought it was a conservative game plan, and they didn't steal any points or help the defense out at all.
And Seattle outplayed them special teams too.
Oh, yeah.
Another big part of the game.
Yeah.
Between the defense and the special teams, Darnold didn't have to do too much,
I thought for a second Darnold might win MVP with like one of the worst stat lines for a quarterback in recent memory, like to win MVP. I thought they might give it to him, but Walker was deserving.
Kenny Walker. And he would have had that other breakaway run that got called back for a hold.
Yep.
Which would have given him a touchdown there.
Tennessee boy.
Who, Kenny Walker?
Yep.
Oh,
Velus made a play, right? Didn't Velus Jones make a play like on the sideline on one of the punts?
I don't know.
I thought
was he the one that knocked it out of bounds?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything special, but I didn't even know he was featured at all on that team. I just thought he was a roster player.
Well, I saw him he got promoted or called up or activated. Like I saw that early Sunday. So good for him.
People were screaming for Dobbs at one point online.
That'd have been funny if they threw Dobbs in there.
Couldn't hurt.
Just for, just to try something new. I don't know. That'd been wild though.
Where's Kenneth Walker from?
Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a Memphis boy.
I was gonna say you answered where he went to college in trivia like last week. I thought.
Oh, I did.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, Michigan State. Yeah. I didn't know he was from Tennessee though.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yep, he's from Memphis.
He's actually Kenneth Walker III.
That is true. I don't know about the second and first where they're from, but
they showed his dad.
Did they
during the game? Yeah, Kenneth Walker Jr.
He said it was his first game. He doesn't do well with crowds. I saw in his post game.
Really?
Yeah.
He picked quite an event to show up for.
And Kenneth Walker did too, because like I said, he's a free agent.
Yeah.
And to be a reigning Super Bowl MVP, you would think Seattle has to give him a contract now just because he played so well for them. You would think they would keep him around and just do the good vibes signing for him. You would think so.
Vikings have to be kicking themselves too, right? Today.
If I was a Vikings fan, I'd be pretty miserable. Like I tweeted that out after the championship games. I was like, everyone's gonna make fun of the Titans and Mike Vrabel, but if I'm the Vikings, I would be much more embarrassed because the Vikings actually had a roster that was built to compete. Like over the last 2 years, the Titans have been pretty terrible, but they also haven't had any talent to be good. So like Mike Vrabel being there wouldn't have done anything, for the Titans in terms of making them a contender. If you're the Vikings, you were on the doorstep last year, lost to the Lions in kind of a winner-take-all game, got embarrassed in the playoffs against a good team, and then blew it up and said, nope, we're going to go with J.J. McCarthy. And it would be really tough to wake up to see that Sam Darnold now is a Super Bowl champion and basically had the season that you guys had last year, except they went ahead and won the big game, the winner-take-all game against the Rams, and then had home field in the playoffs and went to the Super Bowl and won it. That would be pretty sick.
You had to feel a little bit vindicated as a Titans fan, though, watching that Vrabel game plan last night. It probably took you back to, Cincinnati in 2021?
Cincinnati in 2021. Oh, that'd be 2022. 22 playoffs. 21 was the Ravens game I was talking about where we punted on 4th and 1 from like the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
With Derrick Henry in the backfield.
Probably felt a little better as a Titans fan last night. You wouldn't have wanted Vrabel to win one.
No, I didn't. And I talked myself into the Patriots on Friday of them, keeping it close and covering and maybe winning, but that was a bad take. But as the game got going, I still couldn't bring myself to even root for the Patriots to be right. I didn't bet on them, but I was like, I don't want to root for them.
I just wanted to take the Seattle spread, man, and I didn't do it. Like that's what I should have done. That's the one thing I felt good about. But you know how it is. You get with the boys, and it's let's see, what do you think? Touchdown, Smith and Jigba touchdown. How about a Hunter Henry touchdown? Yeah, let's parlay that. Let's put this together.
You should have did a no touchdown score. You'd have been feeling pretty good for at least 3 quarters.
Yeah, Sam Darnold passing yards. Yeah, throw that in there. Yeah.
I kept it simple. I did Cooper Kupp. His over yards, he had like 30, I think it was 30 and a half, something like that. I did Cooper Kupp receiving yards. That hit pretty early.
Yeah.
I had Kenneth Walker over 20 receiving yards. That hit on that big screen pass he had. Then I had Ramajay Stevenson, 20 receiving yards. And that took until like the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. He had that one where he jumped, hurdled out of bounds, and got that first down. So kept it simple. Just those three right there.
Worked out, huh?
Boom. Bada boom, bada bing.
What were you guys expecting from the game going in, though? Like, now that you've seen it, like, because this was sloppy, ugly. Like, I expected low-scoring defensive game.
Yeah.
But there was just something to this being just terrible. Really, I mean, Seattle dominated, but they weren't good either, really.
I think the game is what it should have been. I think Seattle, like if we took a moment last week and took a step back and just, and I think we even talked about it. Like Seattle, the way that they had beaten teams this season, I felt like that potential was there all along for them to just control this game and dominate it. Like, it didn't surprise me.
Well, I guess I was trying to give the Patriots the benefit of the doubt, like with Drake May, like playing in snowstorms against really good defenses. Maybe if you got in some warmer weather, arm could loosen up, maybe you could do something. But, you can tell that they played a weak schedule this season.
Well, I also think, like, I thought maybe we'd get underdog Vrabel. And usually his teams play good when they're 4.5, 5.
You had that stat last week about underdogs in Super Bowls.
Yeah, well, not only that, but just Vrabel throughout his career. Like, he was good at motivating and like, hey, they don't believe in you. They're not respecting you. Let's go take it, yada, yada, yada. But, I talked about the Bengals game. I talked about the Ravens playoff game. You were favored in both those games at home. And he coached scared. I thought we were going to get let your balls hang, Vrabel, and go out there and take some chances, try some trick plays, be aggressive, do something. Instead, I thought he coached as if he was the favorite in the game. And it's almost like he coached the first half like they were still in Denver in a snowstorm and he was scared to do anything.
Yeah, the stage was a little too bright.
It was.
Speaking of balls, I thought that the Manscaped commercial was also probably one of my favorites. Between
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, the singing pubes. Did you see that?
That was also
quite a commercial.
So, all right. So I'm not saying you're saying that's the MVP commercial, but the singing pubes, also a Tennessee boy.
Really?
Yeah.
The voice?
Yeah,
like
the guy that wrote it and sang it. Nick Lutzko. I don't know if you ever see him on there, but he's from Chattanooga and he does like parody songs and does like he's a musician that does like funny stuff. And he had posted earlier in the week about how he was the one doing the Manscaped commercial.
Okay. Well, he did a good job. We were watching it and one of the girls was like, "What the hell is this?" And it took a minute to catch on. I was like, "Oh yeah, those are balls of pubes. That's hair that's been shaved off, and they're singing."
Hey Brett, before we go to commercial, can you tell me who was it that made a good play that's from Tennessee?
Velus Jones.
Who was that? Say it one more time.
Velus Jones. How do you say it? Velus? Am I saying it wrong?
The Velus?
Yeah, Velus.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Instacart lets you choose your bananas.
What did you think of the Charlie Puth or any of that Green Day or?
I didn't watch any of it.
Really?
I had no idea who that was, but I thought he did a good job.
Well, everybody obviously talks about it because they bet the under or the over 2 minutes. I think it went 1 minute.
I'm assuming that went over.
No, it went under.
Really?
Went under pretty by like 6 seconds too.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody bet a lot of money on the coin toss. I saw. As well.
You're an idiot if you're betting the coin toss. Like no
50-50
doubt
chance,
about it.
right?
No, it's 50-50 chance, but you're paying as if it's like a 52% chance, like with the juice.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 proposition. It's like minus
They're
105
stealing from you off the top.
Yeah, like you're giving away any type of edge there.
Apparently that coin's going into the Smithsonian.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if they all go into the Smithsonian or it's a special thing because it's like the 250-year anniversary, I think.
Okay.
America or something like that.
Oh, yeah. All right, Brett, send us a break. We'll come back. We'll continue the conversation. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. I'm happy to announce that our free stump grinding promotion for Fan Run Radio listeners is now extended to March 31st, 2026. If you've got trees in your yard that need to come down before they fall on your home, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes and mention you heard our ad on Fan Run Radio, and we'll get rid of that problem tree for you and grind those stumps for free. Call us at 865-384-2012 or check us out online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
I guess we can discuss whether or not any commercials caught your eye. Brett, anything stand out to you?
You mentioned the Manscaped one. That was pretty good. The other one I thought had an all-star cast to it was the Dunkin'. They must pay a lot of money for their commercials with Affleck, Tom Brady, Jennifer Aniston, that Urkel out there.
Don't forget Carlton.
Jason Alexander.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
I mean, that's something for a Dunkin'.
Yeah, that one was an effort for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but I just thought, man, this is like celebrity after celebrity on this.
Joey Tribbiani. Don't forget
yeah.
Joey Tribbiani. Just going with all the, Ted Danson. They just try to do all the sitcom people.
Right.
With Ben Affleck there in the middle of it, which didn't really make sense. I mean, I know it was a Good Will Hunting thing, but
right.
I appreciated that one, but I thought it was a terrible commercial.
It was. I think it was just caught my eye because I was like, wow, they just paid a lot of money for a lot of big cast to be on there.
Big winners, Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yes.
in 2 commercials. That was good for them. They had a resurgence
in there with them.
They had a resurgence after the Vegas. They've been in Vegas over the last year, killing it. Great concert. Went out there for it. They're having a moment. But yeah, getting in 2 Super Bowl commercials, big deal for them. My 2, there was 2 that stood out to me though, outside of the Backstreet Boys ones. The 2 that stood out for me, the Pepsi polar bear one.
Ah, yes.
I thought that was a good one. Anytime you could take something iconic from your rival and flip it and make it yours now, I thought that was good. I do wonder if they'll continue and just make the polar bears around all the time drinking Pepsi, if they'll start making a commercial campaign around that. And then the potato farmer Lays, that one got me. That was the first heartstrings. The old man retiring, giving the farm to his daughter, eating some chips.
That was good, yeah.
How about the bald eagle riding the Clydesdale,
that
the
one was
free
cool.
bird?
That one was cool.
That was about as American as it gets.
Yeah.
There was, I imagine the board meeting for that one. Some guys like, how ridiculous can we make this?
Let's just
for it
do
to
it.
Still work.
Let's just do it. They'll love it. And yeah,
look,
that
the
one's
first
cool.
thing you need to put is Leonard Skinner. Okay, you're going to need Leonard Skinner playing. You're going to need a Clydesdale, and you're going to need a bald eagle. Can we make it happen? Can we do this?
That one was good. You're right.
It was like the opposite of the halftime show. My favorite one was Ben Stiller falling off that, and I guess that was that Benson Boone.
I had never heard of that guy until last week.
Never heard of Benson Boone?
I don't think so. Who the hell is Benson
He's
Boone?
a very popular pop artist.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever heard of him
Magical.
until Bob.
Yeah.
Bob came in here last week asking if I'd seen the commercial with Ben Stiller and Benson Boone, and I was like, no, but I pretended like I knew who Benson Boone was. I don't know who the hell that is.
He's got like 3 big songs on the pop radio right now.
Okay.
And one of them, I got to say, he's got one called Mr. Electric Blue that I think is it's a pretty fine pop song if you're into that kind of thing.
He's got an interesting look.
He's got the other one. It's like, Benny, don't do it. Benny, don't do it. He's talking about his own self, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if we're supposed to really know who he is, but he is popular.
Okay.
I've just heard him on Star 102.1.
I don't listen to Star 102.1.
No.
So maybe that's why I haven't heard of him.
Well, I like to support local radio.
Yeah, sure. I'm not judging you.
Mark and Kim show's my favorite morning show.
Sure.
I think they do a really good job in the early mornings.
Sure.
That's what I'd be listening to if I was somebody listening to.
He briefly competed on American Idol in 2001 or 2021. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really know who he was, but Ben Stiller kind of doing his whole thing. Yeah.
You don't hear Mark and Kim coughing into the mic as they fight through sickness. It's a real professional, real done thing. By the way, though.
But they get to play music at least like half the time.
Yeah, which would make it a lot easier, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice if we could just come in and do a little bit for 5 minutes and then play 20 minutes of songs?
Sure.
That would make doing a morning show a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, then you take phone calls and do giveaways for 15 minutes. Like, I'm not saying that they have it easy. They are talented.
They got it made.
I'm just saying we and when you look at the other stations, the other talk stations, how many damn ad breaks and minutes they have of ad breaks. I mean, you could say that we talk more than anybody in town.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Especially you. Yeah, silence is our canvas. If we're not talking, it's silent. There's no little jingles. There's no Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter. It is nice, though. I will say we're back on the air. That's good.
Good.
We had a little hiatus there, with our tower, but we sound good. I was listening, driving around Friday.
Good deal.
Yeah. Shout out to the boss man and the engineers.
Seattle, no surprise here, the favorites to win the Super Bowl next year. That's kind of the default. You almost always have to do that with the team that just won, unless they're going to have a quarterback that's going to retire or something. You pretty much always make them the favorites. They are slight favorites over the Rams. Plus 750, 8-1. And then the favorites in the AFC next year. I guess we're going to keep pretending like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are going to break through. They're tied at 12-1, both of them.
Well, to their credit, I mean, if the Patriots can get there, I don't see why it's impossible that they couldn't get there. Where's Mahomes? Where are the Chiefs at?
Mahomes is tied with the Detroit Lions with the 8th best odds at 16-1. You got to go down a little bit before you get to them. Yeah. But they are one spot ahead of the Patriots. So like the Patriots, they're not getting the love. They're not getting the, hey, they'll be back. Don't worry about it, because they are listed as the fifth team in the AFC behind the Chargers as well.
Not getting that same bump.
The Chiefs are behind the Chargers with that too. So yeah, the Chiefs not even projected to be the best team in their division. So yeah, the Patriots are 5th. And just AFC odds.
Where's Joe Burrow at?
Joe Burrow down at 30-1, hanging out with the Cowboys, which feels fitting. Two frauds that are never going to win anything.
Yeah.
That would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, 8th, 9th best odds in the AFC for Joe Burrow.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, the Pats aren't going to have that last place schedule next year.
No, you would think
that made a huge difference.
Yeah, you would think they actually have to go out and play some people.
Mm-hmm.
they won't get the benefit of just getting to beat up on all the worst teams in the league.
It'll be interesting to see if the Rams can put one more together. That's who I kind of find myself pulling for now.
Yeah, I think that will be a popular thing. I think the Rams are a safe team to kind of bandwagon and root for. They don't feel evil.
The Bears still in the mix. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, looking at the AFC, I'm just going to kind of read down the order to kind of give you the projected finish. Ravens and Bills at the top. Chargers, Patriots, and Chiefs tied for the AFC. Chiefs had a little bit better Super Bowl odds. Broncos at plus 950 kind of seems surprising, seeing how they were the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Is that not surprising that they're not getting any more respect?
Well, and I guess you have the Chargers and Chiefs ahead of them. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
The same division.
Well, yeah, but is that not a little disrespectful that a team that just was the 1 seed, that we're looking at them as third place in their own division?
Yeah, it's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah, I would say.
I mean, I don't know if the Chiefs are all of a sudden going to be able to fix their roster problems, but they didn't.
I would like the Chargers better than any of those teams because I think Chargers will come back healthy. You give Herbert offensive line, things like that.
Well, also gave him Mike McDaniel. You would hope that he gives them a modern offense and some creativity. No, I like the Chargers too. I don't think there's any surprise why their odds are so high. Mm-hmm. They should be healthy, and you add some more. They have a lot of cap space too to add some talent.
And it just seemed like Broncos were in 1-score games all year long. They just came out on the other end.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some regression there. They're right there, right ahead of the Texans and Jaguars, who are tied at 10-1. So they kind of have both AFC South teams just there, kind of lumped in together.
Jags are going to be tough.
Bengals at 13-1. The Colts at 20-1. The Steelers at 35-1.
Wow.
The Browns at 50-1. Titans and Raiders at 65. Jets and Dolphins at 100-1 to win the AFC.
Why are the Colts so low? Will they not get Daniel Jones back?
Well, he's a free agent, but they can bring him back. But also they just kind of fell apart and they don't have a first round pick, and they kind of
like they were pretty good till he got hurt.
They had already started to slide before he got all the way, like before he was out with injury. That ended their season, but they'd already lost like 3 or 4 in a row before he got hurt.
Yeah, well. So
the NFC is just so much better than the AFC. The teams, you just read all those names. Like, there's so much unknown. Even with the Bills and Ravens, new coaches. Like, what are they going to be? Chiefs, what are they going to be?
You know, if you're looking for next year's New England team, there's a lot of similarities between the Titans and the Patriots.
There's good value there.
Well, I guess.
If you believe in it.
I don't know if you guys would have gone after Pickens, but I saw he's going to franchise tag with the Cowboys. I mean, that's one for the list.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that. I'd rather him not come just because I think the moment somebody gives him a lot of money, like the problems
he's going to go out the window.
Yeah, the problems will really fire back up with George Pickens. I'd rather not be the team giving him $150 million. But
perfect Cowboy problem.
Cam Ward and Drake May, kind of similar. High picks that had, ups and down rookie a year because they didn't have a lot of talent around them. Robert Saleh, Mike Vrabel, defensive retread coaches, good defensive minds.
Division's tough, though.
You bring in an offensive coordinator that used to be a head coach, Brian Daboll, Josh McDaniel. A lot of cap space, Cody. Got $100 million in cap space and a number 4 pick. Hopefully we can do better than Will Campbell at number 4. But we got a number 4 pick. They had a number 4 pick.
A little Titans-Rams rematch in the Super Bowl.
Hey, I could get on board with that.
That'd be fun.
The NFC, you got Seahawks at the top, the Rams, Packers, Eagles and Lions tied at 8-1, 49ers at 10-1, Bears at 14.
Oh, those teams are just good.
Cowboys at 16, Bucks, Commanders, Vikings and Falcons tied, and then you start getting a little bit of a drop off of the Giants. The Panthers at 75-1 seems a little crazy, seeing how they were a playoff team this year and played pretty well against the Rams. I think the Panthers are on the upward trajectory. It's not like they're an old team. For them to have the third worst odds seems a little crazy to me. Like they're going to be better than the Giants are next year. Saints at 80-1.
Good.
Saints at 80-1 also feels a little crazy, and the Cardinals dead last at 100-1.
Yeah, that checks out.
But yeah, just to Brett's point, the bottom of the NFC seems a lot better than the bottom of the AFC.
Anyway, you slice it. The top is good.
Yeah.
The middle is better. The bottom is not as bad.
Which is funny because, I mean, it's just I know there's uncertainty, but I do think that one of the Ravens or Bills or Chiefs should be back to being really good. You would think so.
Yeah. Because those quarterbacks are really good.
Yeah, you would think they'd figure it out. I think the Chargers will be good. So, I do think that.
Does this tell you, the way Darnold and May made a Super Bowl, you don't necessarily need the top of the top, if you build around? Or
oh, yeah, sure. I mean, there's always kind of the outliers.
To your Cam Ward point, I guess.
I'd still rather have the stud quarterback, though. It makes it a lot easier. You can get there with just a really, really solid team, but
I mean, Jalen Hurts last year.
Yeah, but Drake May is still Drake May is still the number 2 overall pick, and Sam Darnold did get a pretty big free agent deal to go to Seattle. So it wasn't like they found necessarily bargain bin quarterbacks. Now Drake May's cheap right now because he hasn't got his extension or anything, but he was a number 2 overall pick, right?
Yeah,
number 2 or number 3 maybe.
What's he? Yeah,
I guess because Jaden Daniels is number 2. So Drake May was
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he was number 3.
Yeah.
I think.
Sounds right.
So still a pretty big investment.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You would like to have just the best roster.
Sure.
I feel like those NFC teams that get there are just built better. Those 49ers teams, with Purdy.
Yeah.
They didn't win one.
49ers are perfect every year.
I mean, yeah, the Rams a few years ago, the 49ers they haven't broken through and won it, but those teams were good enough to win it.
Absolutely.
They just, they didn't do it. But I think the Eagles, they got a lot of credit for that roster last year. This Seahawks team, it's just the best roster.
It's also probably because the quarterbacks aren't there, so they have to have rosters.
Yeah.
The AFC gets to rely on, hey, Patrick Mahomes, come save us. Hey, Josh Allen, be Superman.
Well, yeah, but at some point in time, one of those guys has got to win something.
Sure.
Now, Mahomes.
Yeah, I was going to say, Patrick Mahomes, you just got to win something.
Well, yeah, Patty's won 3 of them. But if for Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson to keep being in that conversation, they got to win one. Got to break through, man. Show that a quarterback can overcome the team with the better roster.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
I think we're both going to find out just how dumb technology has made us over the last 5 or 10 years.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
All right, welcome into the 2019 Talk Sports Spelling Bee. John, you'll go first. Bouquet.
Can I have a definition, please?
A bunch of flowers.
Bouquette.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Cody, your word is chameleon. Definition is a lizard that
I
can,
know what a chameleon is.
as protection, change color.
CHAMELION.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Cody, your word is geisha.
You mean like the
a Japanese woman trained as a singer or dancer. Geisha.
GESHA.
I lost it. Hold on. Oh, that's incorrect.
I'm 1340 WKGN.
John, your word is hippopotamus.
HIPPOPOTAMUS.
Nailed it.
I am the smartest man alive. Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Drink it responsibly. Must be 21 or older, of course. Shout out to our boys over at Cherokee. Let's hit a hour 2 news dump. What you got for us, McClure?
Yes, position yourselves and let me dump on you.
You know, I got to say,
Here comes the dump. Are you ready?
As many damn times as I've bought you breakfast the last 2 weeks, you get this McDonald's ordered. And
What do you
didn't even
mean?
bother to ask me if I wanted a biscuit.
I just got a coffee.
You had a bag in there. I don't think they brought you a bag with coffee in it.
Yeah, they do, because they set 2 in it. They put a little drink carrier in the bottom, and then they set your 2 cups.
Well, either way, my point still remains. As many damn times as I've bought you breakfast over the last month, you couldn't even ask.
I
if
didn't
I
ask
wanted
you
something.
to do that, by the way.
I understand. Sure.
You don't have to do that.
I know I don't.
You don't have
It's
to.
just called being a good friend.
Deliver me that chicken patty twice a week.
It's just called being a good friend.
Yeah. Well, I just, I got to have my coffee. I mean, that's
Sure.
really
You could have
important.
thrown me a biscuit in there. Hell, I would have sent you $5.
Throw you a biscuit? How would I know you wanted one? See, that's the thing.
You just do it and see if the person wants it or not. Like you said, I don't ask if you want the chicken. I just get you chicken. And if you do want it, you eat it. And if you don't, you just leave it alone.
What if I wanted something else?
What do you mean?
But you provided the chicken. Is it just that when you're providing the service, you get what you get?
Well, yeah, because you don't.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you don't pay for it, so it's just
it's
an added bonus. Either you take it or leave it, type of thing.
Yeah, but you're a lot pickier than I am. Like, what if I ordered you one of these new hot honey sausage McMuffins?
I would eat it.
No, you
or
wouldn't.
I would. Well,
You'd be like, I don't want that.
I was going to say I would eat it or I wouldn't, and if I didn't,
well, then I've wasted my. You see what I mean?
Well,
because you're picky.
Well, that most people would logically say that's why they would get something that they know the person likes versus trying to.
Well, how would I know?
Because you know that I'm pretty plain, that I like a good sausage, egg biscuit or a bacon, egg, and cheese, something basic. A sausage, egg, McMuffin, something like that. You wouldn't have to go get the craziest thing on the menu. You would just get something basic.
But what if you didn't want it?
I guess I see why you didn't bother to maybe get me breakfast. It's all good.
I was just getting coffees. I mean, I don't.
It's the same concept though, right?
I don't
Like
get you. I don't order
picked it
you.
up. They picked it up at the.
So am I supposed to, every time I order Starbucks, I'm supposed to order you something off the Starbucks menu?
I'm not asking you. Again, I'm not even asking for you to have paid for it. You could have just said, "Hey, I'm gonna get some McDonald's. You want anything?" And then I would have been like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great. Throw me a biscuit in there. I'll Venmo you $5."
It's not the same thing because ordering breakfast is different than like I'm ordering fuel. My coffee is my fuel.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as you waking up and drinking water or whatever you do.
Yeah, but that's again, that's irrelevant because it's just they had to go pick it up for you at a breakfast place.
So what? Every time I order coffee, you want something now?
Not every time, but if you make an order, like a delivery order, yeah, you could be like, "Hey, I'm going to get something. You want anything?" That would just be the nice thing to do.
I put the order in before I got here.
I mean, okay, you could have texted or whatever. It's fine. It's interesting.
Hey, I'm ordering McDonald's through DoorDash.
That's what I would have
just
done.
Getting coffees. Do you want me to order you
I mean, that's what I would have done because I'm a thoughtful person. I try to take care of my friends, but it's all good. Let's hit some hour 2 headlines.
All right, then. The Seahawks won the Super Bowl last night.
They did.
Their offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak, has confirmed he'll be the next coach of the Raiders. He's going to the Raiders.
All right. Fernando Mendoza, let's see what you can do with him.
Nothing. It's not going to do anything. It's the Raiders.
That was pretty cool seeing Maria Taylor.
Mike McDonald.
And Mike McDonald, like the same high school. Imagine being in that high school right now, like seeing that last night. Just two kids on the same stage, the biggest stage in the world, both, being successful. That's pretty cool.
And then you got Bad Bunny doing the halftime show.
Yeah.
Also cool. The Lady Vols lost yesterday, their largest loss in school history.
They got absolutely throttled.
Yeah, they lost in a way that is very hard to lose. 93-50 is how they lost.
They got absolutely throttled.
They almost got doubled up by South Carolina.
That was embarrassing.
93-50. How do you come back from that?
You shouldn't be able to, honestly.
What do you mean? You want to fire Kim? Is that what you mean, Brett?
It's close, buddy. Did you watch any of that?
No, I didn't watch a second of it. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I had other stuff I was doing. Actually, I went to see Strangers Chapter 3, which better than Chapter 2, but still pretty terrible.
Fire Kim.
They scored like 15 points in the second half.
Yeah.
They shot 7. It was it was just, I've never seen anything like it. That was just beyond anything I've seen. No passion, no energy, just not even want to be out there, just on the national stage nonetheless. I mean, your Sunday afternoon, and you go out there and get the worst loss in school history.
It's pretty rough seeing the box score and just seeing 9 points in the third quarter, 9 points in the fourth quarter. That is pretty tough to see.
4 free throws? It's like they shot 70% from the field on you. I know South Carolina's good, but to not even put up an effort is just embarrassing, really.
Especially like a week after getting throttled by UConn in the second half. I mean, Tennessee's system is supposed to lead to other teams getting tired of the second half and falling apart, not the Lady Vols being tired and falling apart in the second half. I do like how combative Kim seems after every loss, though. When asked hard questions about, go ask the players. Well, the players
they
aren't.
Don't let them talk to
you. The players aren't talking to the media, so how am I supposed to ask the players? So a little accountability, Kim.
Yeah, she says they quit. Get them not to quit. That's on you. You can't blame your players.
Yeah.
At some point, it's going to be on you too. It's terrible.
Now, I don't. They're still having a pretty good season, though. I know it's not Lady Vol standard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they are still 7-2 in the SEC. Let's see how they respond this next. If they beat Missouri and Texas at home the next 2 weeks, well, Texas is really good. Texas is number 4 in the country. So
yeah,
it could have been worse. They could have lost by 50.
That is true.
They only lost by 43.
Little Paldo out there. Did you see her numbers?
No, I didn't watch any of the game.
0 of 10, 0 of 9 from 3. She's just
the good one.
Yes, Mia.
That's pretty tough. 0 of 10 from the field, 0 of 9 from 3. That's pretty tough.
The 49ers are not planning to trade Mac Jones this offseason. What? Despite continued speculation, the Niners have no plans to trade quarterback Mac Jones and fully intend to bring him back as Brock Purdy's backup, sources told Adam Schefter.
All right. In case you're wondering if there was going to be a quarterback on the market, there won't be. Not him.
Also, some big VFL news over the weekend. James Pierce Jr.
Oh, boy.
Gosh.
Involved in a bit of a domestic dispute with WNBA player Rakia Jackson. Resulted in 5 felony charges against him. He is out of jail after posting a $20,000 bond on Sunday. James Pierce, great edge rusher for the Falcons. He finished 3rd in Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. I didn't even realize that. He was that good.
No, he was awesome in the second half of the season. But it turns out all the things that people said about him leading into the draft were correct.
His aggressive behaviors.
And just being a bad person and just being like someone that Tennessee coaches wouldn't give the stamp of approval to. Like they just said, like, basically stay away is kind of what the reporter said.
I do remember this talk over the offseason of character concerns.
Now, then Tennessee tried to come out afterwards and say, no, there's nothing there. James is good, because they didn't want to tank their guy's value because that could be seen as bad for the other players in the locker room. But Rob Lewis taking a victory lap kind of rubbed me the wrong way, though. Rob Lewis, who is retired from VolQuest, that is now like just tweeting out and, living life as a civilian, for lack of a better term. But him talking about the being shocked about James Pierce and like saying, heavy sarcasm font. I don't think you're allowed to take a victory lap about that if you were like part of the people trying to help cover it up for Tennessee and James Pierce Jr. I didn't like the victory lap he took.
Is that a victory lap? Just by saying he's not shocked?
A victory lap to come out and make jokes about it. Maybe victory lap's not the right term, but to come out and make jokes about it. Like, oh, yeah, if you guys only knew about him. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you get paid to do, which is inform the audience, inform the people.
Maybe he just wanted everybody to know that he's plugged in.
Well, we all knew he was plugged in. He used to work at VolQuest. Yeah,
he just wants to remind us all.
Yeah, but like the fact,
hey, I know things.
You don't get to come out and be like, well, if you guys only knew, or wow, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Well, tell people that's your job.
Yeah.
Either that or just stay quiet about it. Don't come out and laugh about it afterwards when something terrible's happened. Did you watch the video?
Yeah. No.
It actually seems crazy to me that James Pierce didn't get like shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They had 6 cops trying to hold him down. Like it was crazy.
He's fleeing, and
apparently they also said afterwards that he ran into a cop with his car.
I thought it was her car.
Well, they said
he wouldn't let her leave.
There were multiple reports. They said that a big part of it was he rammed his car into her car.
Yeah.
But then when the cops were coming, as he was trying to get away from them, he backed up and like hit one of them with the car in like the leg as he was getting away, like trying to get away. I'm kind of surprised when you see that combined with the video again of like 5 or 6 cops having to hold him down.
Big man too.
Yeah, I mean, he's an NFL defensive lineman. Yeah. Like, I mean, he's
just stupid, man.
Yeah, really like it's kind of crazy to me that
because he had a weapon, right? Because then they say he
I think
got part of it as well.
Yeah, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
To me, once I saw the update that he hit somebody with a car, I thought maybe that's what the charge was, that he had that they were calling that a weapon. Yeah, because you can kill somebody.
Yeah, they see a gun, obviously.
Right.
They're gonna.
Yeah. To me, I read that as they charged him for hitting him with a car.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, I mean, like that's a huge black eye for Tennessee. It's a win for draft character concerns. It looks really bad for the Falcons drafting somebody with those concerns and having him go crazy within a year. I mean, like all that's terrible.
Now, was it all his trouble here? Was it all throughout like his time here, or was it just when he was young? Because I never heard. Because I think he got pulled over one time, like over here off Merchants or somewhere. But
suspended license, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like right before the draft, it just came out that like at Tennessee,
he still went first round.
Character, yeah, but he went from top 10 pick, maybe number 1 overall pick. Before the year, he was up high on the odds of number 1 pick, and then he, still had a really good season. I don't know if he met expectations as last year.
Oh, yeah.
But then, yeah, I mean, leading into the draft process just got dinged a lot for character concerns. Anger problems, but also just like lazy stuff. They said like he wouldn't come do like team activities and stuff. He'd just be at his apartment playing video games instead of doing team stuff. Like, really good at rushing the passer, though, as you saw the second half of the season. I mean, he was really, really good, but
sad.
Extra sad when it's
Rakia.
Yeah, I was going to say when it's like Vol on Vol stuff too. I mean, obviously it's terrible anytime, but feel for Rakia during this as well. He was just down in Miami trying to play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough for him. Another tough headline here is Dolphins and Cardinals are both having trouble seeking trade partners for Tua and Kyler Murray.
Wait, what?
Nobody wants to trade with them.
Wait, what'd you say?
The Dolphins and Cardinals are having trouble finding trade partners for Tua and Kyler Murray.
I thought you were saying they were talking to themselves. They should just trade each other.
Yeah, they could try that.
Hey,
that's bound to work.
We'll take Tua, you take Kyler.
That'd be fun.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think I know what would happen. They'd both be
the same.
Bad again. Both teams would suck again. But you got to try to get better where you can. Drake May says he was injected before the game for his ailing shoulder, but he's not making excuses. He said it felt like it was good to go and it felt all right. So doesn't sound like he's making excuses just yet.
Well, they said they had to get a shot in it, though.
Yeah, he got a shot.
So he is saying like it was banged up, it was hurt. Like
but he said it felt good. It felt like I was good to go, and it felt all right. So
yeah,
he's not coming out and saying, hey, this is why I played so bad. Look at my poor shoulder.
No, but I do think if you're getting injections before the game, that something's not right.
He can just let people make their own narrative.
Did you see the Jordan Hudson outfit?
She was wearing the Goodell massage parlor shirt or something. Is that what you're referring to? Or not Goodell, Robert Kraft?
Yeah, the Robert Kraft massage parlor shirt. Yeah,
I'm sure Goodell's been there too. But
no, I don't know if that's true.
He's probably done worse, if we're being honest.
I'd say he probably hasn't been to that massage
He's
parlor.
been to Epstein's Island. But, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
What's the big news there? Just taking a shot at Kraft?
Yeah. It's like, hey, remember when he got arrested in like an FBI sting operation?
Legends of Asia Day Spa, her shirt.
Yeah, that's the spot he got arrested at.
That's where Robert Kraft used to go get those handies.
At the Carolina game.
Yeah, and she's wearing that.
Allegedly.
I just wondered if do you think Bill knew about it? Or
Of course.
Or do you think she just wore it and didn't really explain it
knew
to
about
him?
the shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think she like ran it by him like, hey, we're going to take out Robert Kraft?
I don't think she's running anything by him.
You don't think so?
I think she just does what she wants.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably right. Interesting shirt, though.
Interesting choice.
The basketball team had on I love Drake May shirts, too, during warm-ups. That
didn't
work out well either for Carolina.
No.
Well, that game did, actually. But
they won. Yeah. They won. They were winners, unlike the Vols. We'll dive into that next. Tennessee, Kentucky, round 2. Felt like round 1 an awful lot. Deja vu. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Tony Basilio, the official voice of the common fan, is now on Fan Run Radio. Fan Run Radio. Tony Basilio, weekdays from 11 to 1. Be there.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing. and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Magic and guitar, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you better, okay? Dancing around and spilling wine, you look good in my hotel robe.
Tennessee win streak over. Benito finished as they blew another double-digit lead to the Kentucky Wildcats. Tennessee up 14 at half, and kind of like the Lady Vols, score only 24 points in the second half, get outscored by 17, and lose. Cody?
Yep. Yeah, they got beat up pretty bad second half. A real blown lead there. What was it? At one point, it was like 47-32 or something like that.
The halftime score was 47-33.
Okay, yeah, we were in control. Everything was going good, and then just let it slip away again, which I was surprised to see. I would have thought, if anything, they would do everything they could to protect a lead after what happened in the first game.
Just an absolutely terrible second half.
Couldn't make a shot.
No, just terrible.
Felt like we just couldn't buy a bucket. We were out of sorts, out of rhythm. I told you Amet was going to have a really good half, though. Remember?
You did say that.
And he did. He had a really good half.
He had a really good first half with 19 points, and then, had a good second half, scoring-wise at least. I mean, 3 turnovers, a little sloppy from him in the second half. He's got to be better. He said that as well. But, to me, it kind of goes back to what I've been saying all year. To me, I compared it to football. and talked about how like the Nate Ament struggles were kind of like the defense, and everyone's like focusing on that. But like, hey, meanwhile, the offense is a little broken, and so is Jacoby Gillespie. Like, he's not been quite as good as advertised. He's not earned his money either, and he was the one that let you down, I thought, on Saturday, as he kind of perfectly embodied the second half struggles, as he only scored 1 point in the second half. He went 0 for 6 shooting from the field. He had 0 assists. That's about as bad of a half as you can play if you're a star player. Be hard to be worse.
Yeah, we just couldn't buy a bucket, man. I mean, the second half, it felt like every time you needed something to go in, it didn't go in. Every time you were at a turning point and needed just a little bit of juice, you could never find it.
Tennessee still had a really good day, like rebounding. Like, they still did their thing with offensive rebounds, but it was one of those things where somehow you got 11 more offensive rebounds than Kentucky did, but they beat you in second chance points, which is like really, really, really gross.
Means you're just not scoring.
Yeah, it just means you couldn't make a shot around the rim, and that was a big part. Like the big men were absolutely awful. The big men went 2 of 13 from the field in the second half, and 12 of those 13 misses, according to Ryan Shumpert, only one of them. So 12 of the 13 misses were all within 5 feet. Only one of those misses from those 4 guys came from outside 5 feet. Not going to say they were all necessarily bunnies, but they were all close shots they could have made. Should have made. And they couldn't do it.
We've been missing bunnies all year. That's a big problem this team has. I mean, other than the foul shooting and the turnovers, that's probably our next biggest problem. Missing bunnies, would you say?
It's been a problem.
We do a lot of the fundamental things badly. Which I don't really understand, because you don't see that often with Barnes teams. We're not very good at the little things at times.
Well, I thought, look, I talked about Mike Vrabel choking. I thought Rick Barnes coached a bad game too. I got to be fair there. Rick Barnes was bad in that game. And one of the more inexplicable, indefensible moves that I've seen him make in a long time kind of cost you the game. The benching of Nate Ament to put in Jalen Carey on defense was really dumb when it happened, and it looked even dumber as the game-winning 3 was getting buried in Jalen Carey's eye as he stumbles out there to the perimeter to try to get out there to guard. Like, it was one of the dumbest things I've seen Rick Barnes do, and I don't know what he saw that would have made him think that was the right thing to do. It's akin to Greg Popovich, as far as I'm concerned, whenever he took out Tim Duncan against the Heat, and they give up an offensive rebound kick out to Ray Allen to tie the game and end up winning the championship. Hey, we might need a defensive rebound. Okay, well, how about we have one of the best rebounders of all time out there with Tim Duncan? How about you do that, Greg? Instead, he got too cute, put him on the bench. They give up an offensive rebound. They give up a 3. Nate Ament is Tennessee's best defender. By all the metrics, he's a top 20 defender in the country. He had just hit the shot to give you a 1-point lead, and you respond by taking him out.
Yeah, generally it makes sense to have your best player on the floor, no matter the situation.
If it's a small guard, if they had taken Jacoby Gillespie out and wanted more size out there, like, hey, here's Amari Evans instead of Jacoby Gillespie, I got no issue with that because there's more length. That makes sense. Jalen Carey's not taller than Nate Ament.
Nate Ament's 6'10".
He's not more athletic than Nate Ament. It was stupid. And like, I don't think Jalen Carey's a better rim protector than Nate Ament because he can't jump as high and he's not as long. Like, I would much rather have Nate trying to block a shot at the rim instead of Jalen Carey.
Well, I wonder what Barnes' explanation was.
Needed size. Needed to make sure we get a rebound is what I'm sure he said.
What? No, I agree. to some extent, but Owe made an unbelievable play on that. He was under the basket and made a pass out to the perimeter. Carey was pinched in because he thought he was going to shoot.
Yeah, sure.
What do you want?
Was Jalen Carey fast enough to be out there to
He challenged. I felt like he did okay.
You think he did okay?
I thought that was my.
You think
that
he bothered
wasn't
the
as bad
shot?
as Dwayne Brown not being on the foul shot. That was worse than what Carey.
And that's fine too. That's another big miss for Rick Barnes. Because you give up an offensive rebound again on a free throw. Like they got you the first time in Knoxville on the same thing. Jacoby Gillespie had the foul on the breakaway dunk. They end up missing that free throw. They get the offensive rebound. They get 2 more points. It goes from a 2-point lead to a 3-point deficit. Or a 1-point lead to
that did take a crazy bounce though. It went like across the lane.
That's fine.
Parr should have got it.
That's fine. You got to box out and get defensive rebounds on free throws.
I agree.
No matter what happens.
I'm right. Yeah, I agree.
Like to me, it's cut and dry. And like I'm not taking Nate Amen off the floor on defense for no reason, Brett. Like you could say it maybe wasn't Jalen Carey's fault. That's fine, but like he shouldn't have been on the court instead of Nate Amen.
No, I agree.
Nate Amen's your best defender.
So that's 4 of the last 5 against Kentucky?
That's 5 of the last 6, brother.
That's even worse. At what point does their dominance in the regular season outweigh us beating them in the Sweet 16?
They still got to get like 5 more in a row for me to feel that way.
I mean, back-to-back regular season sweeps is a problem.
It's not great. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that tournament win's going to carry a lot of weight for me.
First time they swept us since 2012.
First time they swept us since last year.
Yeah, they swept us last year in the regular season.
Well, I'm seeing.
Well, in
they
the regular
just swept Tennessee in back-to-back years. Back-to-back years since 2012.
Yeah, because Barnes he had their number for a while when Cal was there. He kind of owned Cal to a certain extent, but he has not fared well against Mark Pope, other than that one that mattered the most, which I'm glad we got that one.
It doesn't give you any solace. I get that. And I think the odds of us having to play them again, probably low. I mean, maybe in the SEC tournament, I guess. I don't think we'll play them in the NCAA tournament, but like kind of like how I felt last year when we lost to them in the regular season, that Tennessee was better than them. I do come out of this kind of feeling the same way, that Tennessee's better than them. But like Mark Pope, he coached circles around Barnes, and his players played better in crunch time than Rick Barnes' do.
Well, it's hard to win on the road, and that's why it makes that home loss to him sting even more, because it's just, if you look down the schedule, you'd be okay with penciling in a loss at Rupp most years.
Sure.
Like you're probably not going to win in Rupp.
Yeah, if you split against them, you would be like, hey, that's completely fine.
It makes that first loss so inexcusable. But then to learn those lessons and come back and play the way you did over the 4-game stretch, and then to kind of have that rear its head again against Kentucky was disappointing to see, because you kind of lost to them like you did the first time.
The big men didn't play well. The bench gave you 4 points. Like 4 points from your bench, that's tough to see.
Yeah, and only 11 points from your best 2 players in the second half. You're not going to win any basketball games. Your complementary pieces aren't nearly good enough to carry any bit of load if those guys are struggling just the slightest bit.
I feel like that's unfair to Ament to say
he only had 10 points.
10 points and a half is good, Brett. That's averaging 20 if you scored 10 points and a half.
Not when you need them.
I understand.
It's fun and good when you're scoring 20 and you're up by 13.
To me, it's unfair of saying that, because like Jacoby Gillespie scoring 1's the problem. Like I think any half of basketball, you'd say you'd take 10 points. You'd say you'd take 10 points from a player in any half of basketball.
But if I said they only scored 11 and a half, you wouldn't think you'd win either.
Well, no, you're right. But again, to me, that's Jacoby Gillespie scoring 1. Like if I tell you Nate Ament scores 10 points and a half, you're probably locking that in, or at least saying that's good enough, because again, 10 points in one half, 10 points in another, that's a 20-point game. And I think it's really hard to ask any college player to average more than 20 points a game.
I also don't think Ament was nearly aggressive as he was in the first half either. He didn't even take a three in the second half.
That could be a point. Like if you want to say the aggression wasn't there, and then I would say that to me though even falls back to your point guard.
Yeah.
Like your point guard has got to be the one, and your coach has to be the one to kind of set the table for you.
It felt like we never had anything to get any confidence going. We never got any momentum. We never got any
I gotta push back there a little bit, Cody, just because you were up 14 at halftime. Like you should have had all the confidence in the world.
I'm talking about in the second half. Like once things started going poorly and we quit making shots.
Like what the hell do we do at halftime is what I want to know.
I don't know, man.
Because Kentucky came out and scored, I want to say, in 8 seconds to start the second half. Like they got a layup 8 seconds into the half. Like, do we just completely come out and fall asleep and think that the game was over? Like, because, Cody, we talked about it. The whole conversation was
that's the
finish.
Last thing you should have done.
Yeah, the whole conversation was finish. We got to play 40 minutes. We gave the first game up. We can't fall asleep. We got to play hard, yada. And again, you came out and gave up a layup within 8 seconds to start the second half. Like it was almost like you went to sleep at halftime and thought the game was over, despite watching them come back from 17 down in the first game.
You literally did the same thing 3 weeks ago. And you thought, if anything, you wouldn't do that. And that's what Barnes said after the game the other night, against whoever we played, Ole Miss. He said, if we don't play for 40 minutes, we're going to lose.
Jacoby's 1 point came 40 seconds into the second half. He went 1 of 2 from the free throw line at the 19:23 mark, which means that he went the next 19 minutes and 23 seconds without scoring a point.
Yeah, that's not gonna get it done.
You're not a good enough basketball team for him to do that.
No, I mean he has to be there. He has to do this. So like I said, you're right, Brett. Like you could tell me Nate wasn't aggressive enough and he wasn't special in the second half. I don't necessarily disagree with that. But to me, I think Jacoby Gillespie deserves his own
I'm not letting
his
him off
own
the hook
level.
now.
No, but he deserves his own level of.
That was the worst game he's played in a Tennessee uniform.
Yeah, he deserves his own level of blame. It wasn't his worst game he played. It was his worst half because he was awesome for the first 15 minutes of the game.
We couldn't miss.
Yeah, no, he was awesome.
And that's what worried me because we were so on fire. You see it all the time. Teams shoot lights out. I think Georgia did it against us. Like they hit 9 threes in the first half and then went absolutely cold in the second half. Like it's almost that's what happened to us.
Yeah.
Kentucky made adjustments. We couldn't stop Owe. Like he started taking over, showed that he was preseason SEC player of the year. They got good help around him. We couldn't stop anybody in the second half.
I'm going to choose to remember this one for the first half because that was a lot of fun.
Should have just stopped the game.
You were dog stomping them. There wasn't nothing they could do about it in the first half.
We were up so big. A couple people that were at the watch party at Barley's like, I'm going to go ahead and get an early start. We're going and I was like, you can't leave.
We got it.
Yeah, I was like, that's fine. I was like,
yeah, it looks like the team thought that too.
Let's not mess up the vibes. Stay, and they left, and so did the lead.
Oh yeah, so did the team. Yeah, I couldn't believe that they lost in the fashion that they did, given what had just happened against that Kentucky team. I mean, you got to be more mature than that. But like you said, it probably just all boils down really to Gillespie scoring 1 point. That's not going to get it done.
And 0 assists. Like I would maybe live with 1 point if he was out there still controlling the game and setting the table and setting teammates up. But like
we had no flow at all. Like the second half, you couldn't buy a shot. You're taking bad shots.
And
don't take good shots. You got to finish at the rim.
I was going to say, don't get me wrong. Like I'm sure Gillespie maybe should have had an assist or two with the big men missing shots at the rim. That's fine, but he didn't set them up for any dunks.
Because something's happening when you're getting 19 offensive rebounds and they, like you said, outscore you second chance points.
Yep. No, I mean the
they're making theirs count.
No, the bigs were terrible. And like, look, I've been saying I don't want to see 2 bigs on the court at all times. I don't like that. I don't think our bigs are good enough to justify that, especially while Okpara is not 100%. I don't want to see 2 bigs out there at all times. I don't think they're good enough. I don't think Jalen Carey's very good. I think Estrella is very frustrating. Dwayne Brown, that was a tough game for him just being on the road at Rupp. I mean, the moment
still did okay. He only scored 2 points.
Well, I was
12 rebounds is what you expect.
No, I mean he was really good rebounding, but like we're talking about the offensive struggles. He was 1 of 6 from the field. Like he couldn't make a shot.
Missing at the rim.
Yeah, he couldn't make a shot. Like he He did play hard, so like I'm not like throwing him away as a player by any means. I'm not saying it was an effort issue because anytime you go out there and grab 12 rebounds, you're hustling, you're making plays. But like 6 offensive rebounds, Brett, and 2 points for Dwayne Brown is enough to tell me the story that like he didn't have it from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah.
You get 6 offensive rebounds, you should get at least 2 or 3 putbacks off of that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of offensive rebounds are right there for putbacks.
It was a lot like me last year at the Oliver Springs basketball tournament we played. You know, I was getting the ball inside. I just couldn't put it in the basket.
And that's not a good sign for our basketball team if they look like you did in that basketball tournament.
Just couldn't score it. But, you know, we were getting it inside. Physicality was there.
Now, you did hit the one-game winner, though.
Looks.
You did hit the one-game winner, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, you hit the one-game winner.
Team.
Yeah, you took down Team Under Review. You made the whole show fold.
Yeah, pretty much.
You beating them just forced the show to, like, break up.
I ended Under Review. How about that?
I went to the champs team, though. William.
That's true.
I don't know if William could carry our team, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you guys would have as much luck.
We'd
without,
love to try.
with
sure,
also
but
Matt, big, tall, athletic Matt out there too.
That's true.
We got to do.
We're
that
just
again?
a mid basketball team, guys. Let's just face it. We're just a mid.
We should pick a different sport this year.
I don't think
conference is mid outside of Florida.
I don't think we're mid. We're better than mid, but we're not great.
I mean,
we're still a good basketball team. We're not great.
Your wins in this conference aren't great right now. When you look at it, I mean, you beat Bama, but what's Bama right now?
We beat the team at the top. We beat A&M.
Yeah, you beat A&M and you beat Bama. Those
A&M.
Auburn.
You can tell me A&M's not like the legit number 1 team in the SEC. That's fine, but like you can't tell me they're not like a top 5 SEC team this year.
I don't know. They're projected 13th or 14th in the conference.
Well, hell, Brett, we beat Houston.
Well, yeah, but we were too the 1 year Admiral and the boys won the SEC. Like
we beat Houston. We beat Louisville. We got some good wins.
We just feel one and done, man. We just feel one and done.
One and done?
I feel like
we can have that conversation on the other side and get into it. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the VOLS or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-639-8620. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-639-8620. That's 1-800-639-8620.
Brett has made the claim, Cody. We're mid. We're one and done.
Yeah. I'm watching James Pierce get tackled by these police officers here. You got 2 women cops in there trying to keep him down. The guy's in the NFL. Anyway, yeah, one and done. I don't know, Brett. That seems pessimistic, wouldn't you say? Or is that
just going by what I see, brother?
Well, what about the last 5 games, though? You saw some
I mean, again,
games.
I've told you that I think we are beating up on some weak teams right now.
So you think Alabama's a weak team?
I do. I think they're going through a lot. I don't think they play any defense. I think they're what Alabama is. And we caught Alabama without 2 of their 3 best players.
Now that is a point.
Holloway's a game changer.
That is a fair point there.
Yeah, but
I think Alabama's a good team, but Alabama was not full strength when we beat them. I think that's fair.
But we beat Alabama and Georgia on the road.
Yeah, but again, Georgia, I think I think they won this weekend, but I think during that spell when we played them, I think they're losing 3 or 4 of the last 5 or something like that, like not playing great basketball.
Well, we contributed to them losing.
We did, and we won. I mean, but again, I'm saying we're beating lesser opponents right now. I mean, you've lost to Arkansas, you've lost to Florida, you've now lost to Kentucky twice. Those are the top teams. Yeah, you spoke on A&M, I'll give us that, but like outside of that, I mean, and you're about to go on another run here, so. And I don't know if we're going to find out how good we are against some of these bad teams we're about to play, starting, against Mississippi State.
Well, I think we're in the upper third of the SEC. I think that's how it'll shake out. And I think that we have second weekend potential. We might also have second round exit potential, first round exit potential. If we play like we did in that second half, I just don't think that's the norm with this team. I think they've been getting better. It got ugly that second half Saturday night.
But, yeah, to me, that's what made it so disappointing.
Yeah, but we knew this was going to happen. Like that's the thing about over the course of a college basketball season. There's going to be ups and downs. That's how it goes. I said it last week when we were riding high. I said, look, we're going to take some more lumps. We're going to have to look in the mirror and question ourselves again. It's just, are you where you want to be at the end of February? I'm not ready to say we're a first-round exit team. I still think they got a lot of potential.
CBS bracketology, as of 20 minutes ago, has us as a 6th seed.
Okay.
And it doesn't have your opponent because it's an 11 seed, so it could be right now a Missouri, a St. Mary's, a Miami, or an Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I got no.
But Florida be a second-round matchup right now as a 3 seed.
I don't really care about the projected opponents and stuff because that stuff can change. But the seed line, yeah, I mean a 6 seed, and I think you had played your way into the 5 seed, but
we were 5 last week.
Being a 6 right now is not surprising, but I think that could change too over this week if you're able to go 2-0 like you should. Over in the YouTube chat, shout out to the freaks. Our Bilb 12 writes in, Barnes didn't sub out A meant for Carey. It was A meant for Evans. But to me, that's technically, yes, you're right. Like, Carey was already on the floor on offense. Evans came on. Technically, that is right. But it's not.
See, I thought Evans came on for Boswell because Boswell had 4.
But see, like, no, I mean, the way it came in was Evans came on the floor, A-Mint went off. But, like, to me, the decision, maybe I should say instead of subbing in or subbing out if I said that, the decision to have Carey on the floor instead of Nate Ament. That's the point. We can argue
I'd have
semantics.
to go back and watch the play to see how Carey ended up on that matchup, because that seems strange that
Well, I mean,
Carey ended up on
the same way that in the last game we played them, that Felix Okpara ended up at the 3-point line guarding threes, is because
was Okpara in at the end too?
No, I don't believe so, but maybe I'd have to go back and check.
So that would be
Okpara.
a strange one to me, him being hurt.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and see if he was on the floor or not. But like Kentucky and Mark Pope maximizes mismatches, and like they're constantly resulting in Tennessee being, their bigs being stuck out on the court. So like, if you want to say the semantics was that Evans came in for Ament, okay, that's fine. The fact that Carey was on the floor instead of Ament, that's my problem. Carey is not a strong enough defender, even in the paint, to warrant that. He's damn sure not strong enough to be out there chasing. I would have had Evans in the game as well. I would have had Evans in the game with Nate Ament. Like, that's the four that should have been, that's the guy at the 4 spot that should have been out there, either Ament or Evans, whichever one.
Yeah, it looks like on the play, Okpara got switched out onto Owe, who drove baseline, and Evans came over and had his hands up because he was in the corner. And then that's when it was kicked out to Chandler, it looks like. But
Wheezy writes in saying that Nate looked absolutely gassed, and that's why I think Barnes took him out. If Nate was absolutely gassed coming out of the timeouts, that is that's damning in other ways. If that's the case, if Nate had to tap out and couldn't be out there, that's obviously a little bit less on Barnes, but that's more on their strength and conditioning and Nate's. Because it's not like Nate was a marathon man playing all 40 minutes. He played 35.
Yeah, it looks like Carey's guarding Diabate, but I don't know. He's kind of in no man's land, but yeah.
That's what happens when you're not fast enough, though. You get stuck in no man's land.
Yeah.
That's why you need guys that are fleet of foot out there to chase around shooters.
Yeah. I don't know.
When you tell me that Tennessee is one and done in the tournament, like, I don't see that, but I also think anything is on the table with this team. Like, I'm not going to pretend like this team is like a guaranteed,
like, Sweet 16.
Yeah, I'm not going to act like that. Like, do I still think Tennessee?
Because we've seen it. We can lose to anybody. We've lost to bad teams. We've lost to Syracuse. We've lost to, you know, some.
Yeah, no, I mean, like,
that's just the one. It's just Syracuse.
Kansas without their players, without Peterson, they were down, I think, 2 or 3 players by the end of the game. They had another one foul out. Like, that one didn't feel like a good loss at the time. Now, Kansas has played better. Now they've gotten healthy, so it doesn't look as bad on the resume. But at the time, that one was a bad one. They had 7 guys.
And, like, as fluctuating as our offense is, like, all these even mid teams, like mid-conference team, like a Miami, Ohio, just for example, they're going to be in a game with us. Like, we can't just go out and overwhelm somebody. I mean, we saw that on Saturday.
Like, what the hell is Jalen Carey doing on this possession?
Are you watching it?
Yeah.
Well, but he's on Diabate, and then the guy drives baseline, and, like, he's guarding 2 people.
Who is?
He's, like, standing in the paint, isn't he?
Who is? Jalen Carey?
Yeah, because
he's standing in the paint. He's standing in the paint, but he ain't guarding nobody.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody there. There ain't nobody in the paint.
3 of our guys are under the basket.
Yeah, we have 4 guys. We have 4 guys in the paint.
Gillespie, I think, is in the corner.
Gillespie's in the corner on his guy where he should be. Evans is guarding Owe.
I'm fine with that. Was a hell of a pass.
I'm fine with Okpara being there guarding the rim, and Boswell is kind of boxing his guy out, but Carey is just there in no man's land, guarding nobody.
I thought he got out there decently quick. Decent.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
That pass was unbelievable. That was a pro pass.
And you can tell me the pass is good. I'm not arguing about that.
Where that guy was.
I'm not arguing about the pass. The pass was a good pass, and Owe made some plays, and he was great in the game.
Yeah.
But you're not going to sit here and watch that play and tell me Jalen Carey was playing good defense on that. Absolutely not. You're not going to tell me it was a good contest. He jumped out, but the ball's already gone by the time he gets out there. Like, absolutely not. Look at this guy, Cody. Look at this. This is what Brett's trying to defend here.
Okay, who are we looking for?
We're looking. Well, first of all, here's Jalen Carey, just out here doing nothing, just hanging out, doing nothing.
So we got.
So here's a wide open, 5 feet catch and shoot on his guy.
Where'd that pass come from?
From under the basket.
Hell pass.
Okay.
So this guy's driving baseline, gets out there.
Oh, yeah.
Carey's sucked in for no reason. There's no guy here that he's guarding. He's just sucked in for no reason.
Yeah. And then they got the wide
open 3, boom. Wide open. There's the game winner.
Yeah.
Like it's pitiful defense. He shouldn't have been in the game. It's not like Kentucky has bruising guys in there. You don't need two bigs in there.
What was our possessions like after that? Like I can't remember. Like
we had after that, there's 30 seconds left. Nate Ament missed a
pull up.
Basically a mid-range jumper.
On it.
Yeah, missed a mid-range jumper.
Because then they got the rebound, and Chandler got that rebound right, and then we fouled him and he missed, and then
correct.
Okay, yeah, all right.
So we miss. They get the rebounds. They miss the 1-on-1.
Aberdeen, I think, got.
They get the offensive rebound. They get fouled.
And how close did Gillespie come?
Gillespie almost made that shot.
It was like he was lining up for it. Like he knew just to go ahead and pull up because maybe he thought he was going to get fouled.
The behind. Well, there was also I want to say like 2.7 seconds. The behind ankle. It looked like it was going in.
Yeah, it did.
That was a really good shot from half court. That it almost went in.
Best looking shot of the half.
I think we're overreacting. I think we're going to be just fine.
I'm not overreacting.
These boys took a loss in Lexington.
I'm not overreacting. I'm just reacting.
And Brett's been consistent. He's been saying this team sucks all year. So I mean, like he didn't get thrown off by beating Auburn or Ole Miss.
The team is much better when your best player is your best player too. Because a lot of that, my early negativity was how bad Nate was. You stayed on board with him.
Sure.
He's been great the last 7 games.
Sure.
And things like that.
Well, now he needs help from Gillespie. And I've been more critical.
Part.
Well, I've been more critical of Gillespie than Ament all year for that reason. Like he's your veteran point guard.
But Gillespie, this is uncharted waters for him. He's used to being like point guard with some quality, like other good scorers around him. Him having to go and score, assist, defend is a little different for him this year.
I would also say that he's not used to being a traditional point guard. Like I don't think he was asked
better off the ball.
I don't think he was
only
asked.
averaged 13 a game last year from Maryland or something like that.
Averaged 13 what? Points?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he also only averaged 4.8 assists. Like it wasn't like he was like really setting the table. Derek Queen did a lot of ball handling for them. Like they had other guards too. Like
they were a good team.
Rodney Rice
was out there.
They were well rounded. He's been asked to play the Zakai Ziegler role while also having to play a little Chaz Lanier and score too. Like
it's a lot on his plate.
It is. But we're paying him a lot of money to do it.
Yeah.
And like we just have to have him be better.
That's true.
I mean, Barnes said as much. He said Gillespie's better off the ball, but we got to have somebody that can run the point,
I agree.
So if Boswell can't do that or whoever, you got to ask Gillespie to do more. And that may end up being where this team is limited.
Mm-hmm.
Him having to do too much, him and Ament. They got to carry you.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be all right, though. We're about to string together several wins here. We got some real winnable games.
Just to look like last year for Maryland, Gillespie, Rice, Queen, and Selton Miguel all averaged
double figures.
1.8 assists at least.
Yeah.
Gillespie led it with 4.8, but like they had 4 guys or 3 other guys on the team that were basically around the 2 assists per game average.
They shared the ball, yeah.
They had the crab 5.
This year, Gillespie's leading the way at Tennessee. Boswell's at 2.6, Ament's at 2.5, and that's it. Like the next 2 guys that have basically over 1.3 are Henderson and Berg, and like we know those guys aren't actually playing. Like those stats are skewed. Jalen Carey's at 1.3, and then that's it. Like so, basically, it's Jalen Carey at 1.3, and then a whole bunch of guys under 1 assist per game. That's just not going to cut it. Hour 2 in the books. Hour 3 coming at you. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
We make it easy to save money. Get access to thousands of discounts on shopping, dining, and travel with the C&B Plus Perks account. It's a powerful new way to save money with roadside assistance, cell phone protection, identity theft protection, and credit monitoring. Banking at C&B has its perks. Call or stop by a branch for more details.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GainBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently because it's designed to put you in charge of growing your own savings. It's intuitive, it's easy, and best of all, it's on your terms. No wonder Gainbridge has earned the trust of 40% repeat customers. It's a better way to invest because it's investing your way. Get started today at Gainbridge.io.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen, ayy. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Let's hit some news. Newsman, what you got?
All right. Thank you, John. Well, 50 years ago today, the Ernie and Bernie show was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, as Chris Lowe points out on the internet. I believe they're going to be honored. Have you seen this coming up? For Tennessee's, is this our next home game, maybe? Ernie and Bernie going to be honored. Coming up real soon.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick Russo. That's what I was looking for. Ernie Grunfeld, Bernard King, and Johnny Darden expected to be among those back in town next weekend for a special Tennessee basketball reunion. The 2-day celebration culminates with UT's dark mode and sold-out showdown with LSU Saturday. That'd be cool.
Nice. Spend Valentine's Day with the boys.
Yeah. With are you plan to go?
No, I don't plan on being there now.
No, not interested. You see what happened to Lindsey Vonn? Did you watch any of this Olympic stuff over the weekend?
I saw that she crashed.
She had to be airlifted again.
Yeah, I saw that she crashed and that the dream is over.
Those people are crazy down that mountain, man.
I haven't watched much Olympics though. Gotta be honest. I don't really care for the Winter Olympics.
No, I don't either. But the other skiers backed Lindsey Vonn's call to race even after her crash. People that don't know ski racing don't really understand what happened yesterday, said her teammate. She hooked her arm on the gate, which twisted her around. She was going probably 70 miles per hour, and that twists your body around when that happens. But they said, it was her choice, and they don't fault her for competing.
She's a badass.
Yep.
I think it's cool that she even tried to do it. She She ate snow. It's tough. She collapsed and didn't rise to the occasion. The sports movie moment didn't happen. Bad way for a career to end and all those things, but I was on board with her giving it a go and trying.
Well, the Olympics have another problem going on right now. Broken medals. Have you seen this going around?
I have not.
Well, it says they are giving maximum attention now to their broken medals problem. Olympic organizers are investigating with maximum attention after a spate of medals have fallen off their ribbons during celebrations on the opening weekend of the Games. One women's downhill skier says, "Don't jump in them. I was jumping in excitement and my medal broke. I'm sure somebody will fix it. It's not crazy broken, but a little broken." I guess they went cheap on the medals this year. Handle with care.
That'd be bad to win a medal and it breaks on you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure is. What have you watched any of the luge at all?
I haven't watched any of the Olympics.
None whatsoever.
None. Well, what came on right after the Super Bowl? Do they have a little bit of coverage?
Yeah.
What were they showing?
I mean, during it, on my other TV, I had like that. They had the big air, like
they showed a little. Okay, so they showed a little bit of the downhill.
Curling.
They showed a little bit of the downhill skiing right after the Super Bowl, and I maybe watched like two people go down. So I can't say I watched none of it, but I turned the channel.
We did win the gold in that one. Lindsey Vonn went down in. Like her name was Breezy Johnson.
Okay.
Green Day's Billy Armstrong told ICE agents to quit their jobs while performing at Spotify's Super Bowl party.
Okay. Did you watch that? I didn't see the Green Day performance.
Yeah, I did watch it actually.
Was it good?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I like Green Day.
Yeah.
It was a little political.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell.
Sure.
He brought ICE up and
it's punk rock.
The Homeland Security, whatever her name is, Christy Nome, J.D. Vance.
They hit all their hits or their bigger bops, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Good songs, though. Good, catchy songs for Green Day. Did you see where Mac Hollins showed up to the Super Bowl in handcuffs with a face mask and a prison jumpsuit with no shoes on?
It didn't look good whenever he had 0 catches and I was needing 25 yards from him. I was like, arrest this man for real. Like the Seahawks secondary had him in handcuffs, but hey, he went and scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Trump.
That's a weird dude, man.
Shows up barefoot.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
President Trump called the Bad Bunny Super Bowl show one of the worst ever. Said the dancing was disgusting and no one could understand what he was saying.
The dancing was disgusting?
Yes. For the young children that are watching.
Yeah, we care about. Okay, got it. Understood.
Yeah, the show was a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history.
I did see a tweet saying that was the most watched Super Bowl halftime show. So they set a record there too at 135.4 million, and that was the all-time record of halftime performances.
I had no idea those were people in those little trees.
What'd you think, Brett? You think they just rolled out?
No, I just thought they
50
rolled
props.
No, yeah, I thought they had them on little rollers and just rolled the trees. They were already ready to go. These people got paid $20 an hour to do that for like rehearsal and everything.
You think that they just like quickly unloaded all these damn trees?
I don't know. I didn't see anybody sitting in them when he was walking through.
There was one picture you could see a guy's face in it, like
Really?
kind of poking through. Yeah. Did you not like the dancing in Bad Bunny's show? I liked watching the dancing.
It was a fine production. I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't understand it.
Somebody said he had more rushing yards than the Patriots because he was holding the ball. Said he went for 124 yards.
There you go. You had Alex Earl in there. You had Cardi B.
Ronald Acuna.
Jessica Alba. A little honey action. Yeah, Ronald Acuna.
I had no
Pedro Pascal hanging out, rubbing people.
It was weird.
Instacart lets you choose your bananas.
John Hamm has to be sick. He had that viral video of him at a Bad Bunny concert, vibing and hanging out, and he didn't get invited. It's kind of messed up.
He had to do a commercial with the weird Asian dude from SNL.
I think they got left SNL, actually.
Oh, good. He was never funny. Tennessee fired a student worker on the broadcast team because he bet on a VOLS football game on an online app.
Does it say if he bet on the Vols or against them?
Adam Sparks has got a story up here.
Yeah,
on the Sentinel. I haven't read it yet, but
I saw the update that we're having to report a bunch of secondary violations, and that was one of them. They're strict about that, though.
Yeah, the student worker was fired for betting on sports. He used the Kalshi, whatever the controversial prediction market app.
It's funny because I got a tip yesterday from our friend William Pattison.
Oh.
And he had me trying to download Kalshi to bet because he was certain he had an inside scoop on two things. One, that Travis Scott was going to perform at halftime with Bad Bunny.
Oh.
And another, that Mark Wahlberg was going to be in attendance. He had inside information. So you can bet on that on Kalshi. So I did sign my email up, but then when I looked at it and was trying to use it, I was like, I don't understand. I just deleted it. I didn't bother doing it, which I'm glad I didn't because Travis Scott did not perform.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of a scam.
And I don't know if Mark Wahlberg was in attendance or not. I didn't see anything from him.
I didn't see Mark there, but he could have very well been. I mean, there were a lot of big-name celebrities there, of course. Logan Paul pushes back on his brother Jake, calling Bad Bunny a fake American.
It is kind of funny that Jake Paul did all that while living in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I mean, Puerto Rico is technically part of America.
Yeah, they are American citizens, but also Jake Paul lives down there and was talking about, basically just being, disrespectful, doing the whole speak English thing.
Yeah.
Now Logan came out and said he didn't agree.
Yeah, he pushed back.
Logan came out. Well, I wonder if that's because there's a couple of Puerto Ricans on the wrestling roster that he's going to have to see and hang out with and do stuff. So I wonder if he came out and was trying to do the PR spin for that reason.
I don't know. We did get a streaker last night. Did you see the video?
I wonder if that person bet on himself to streak.
Well, that would have been a good move.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Yeah.
Because you can bet on yes or no on a streaker and take the matter into your own hands, I guess, if you have to. But action was halted last night after a fan went rogue and streaked the field during the fourth quarter.
Patriots player coming after him.
Yeah, one of the Patriots was there to help stop him. TMZ has learned that he's been hit with 2 charges for the incident. Wonder if it was worth it. And college football news, North Dakota State joining the Mountain West for football this season. A longtime FCS powerhouse, North Dakota State, finalizes an agreement to join the Mountain West in football only starting this season. The school is expected to pay nearly $12 million to join the conference. Does that do anything for you? The Bison coming to the big boy leagues?
I don't know. I went back and forth on this yesterday. It's kind of cool just being the biggest one in the FCS. I kind of think that's cool. I was thinking about App State. Do you think App State's happy they left FCS to come to FBS?
I imagine they're doing better financially over time.
You think so?
I don't know.
I'd be interested to see, what their level of enjoyment's been and how much money they've made and whatever. But they went from, one of the powerhouses of the FCS to a pretty insignificant, pretty irrelevant FBS team. I don't think of App State ever. They had a couple
Only the
fun
Michigan game.
Yeah, well, but that was when they were FCS.
Yeah.
They had, since they moved up, they had a fun game or two against North Carolina. So I don't know how I'd feel if I was a North Dakota State fan. I might be like, hey, this is great. Now we can show that we are good and we can do this and we can work our way up and let's go there and let's dominate. What conference did you say? The Mountain West?
Mountain West.
Let's go dominate the Mountain West and be a playoff team and yada, yada, yada. Maybe. Possibly.
It's worked for some schools. I mean, James Madison, they made the transition up and they made the playoffs.
I would say James Madison is happy with it.
Yeah. North Carolina fined $50,000 for their court storming against Duke on Saturday. Big win over the rival Blue Devils for the Tar Heels, 71-68, handing Duke their second loss of the season. Was it a justified court storming?
Feels hard to say yes, but it was an exciting game.
Stormed it twice.
Would have been really funny.
Double fine?
Yeah, that was so stupid. I was like, "There's 0.3 just in the damn game. They're not going to throw it full court and make a 3." That was so dumb. I was like, and I've never seen them stop an interview so many times when we're waiting on another game. I was like, put the Tennessee game on. Like, why are you doing these interviews right now? You don't get to do that when you go over your time.
They did clear the court pretty quick, I will say.
I would say that if you beat your biggest rival in a close game, that you can probably storm the court. I don't know what the ACC's rules are and fines and everything. Like, I know in the SEC, we got to kind of pick and choose our battles. There's not really any basketball storm courting that I think we would do, right?
Court storming?
Yeah, like we're not really doing that. Like,
we'd need one of the big schools from another conference, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But, like,
I don't think Florida or...
Yeah, I mean, Carolina's top 15 of the country. Like, that's kind of where Tennessee's lived for most of the last 5 years. I just can't really see us storming the court ever. It's not like Duke was undefeated. If Duke was undefeated and it was like the last game of the regular season, maybe.
They had one loss.
Yeah, no, it's not undefeated. I mean, like, if you're trying to stop them from, like, history.
You should only storm if you are the inferior program.
Yeah, and I guess in recent history, would you view them as the inferior program? I guess maybe a little, but not really. I mean, it's not like it's a wide gap. They're supposed to be equals. That's the whole point of the rivalry, is that they're equals.
Well, who's won the championship more recently? They had the big Final Four game.
Carolina.
Remember Coach K's last...
Yeah, Carolina beating Gonzaga would have been more recently than Duke beating Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, you got to go all the way back.
Carolina went to the more recent Final Four, I believe. Too.
No, Duke was in the Final Four last year.
Well, Carolina beat Duke.
Are they losing?
Duke lost to Houston in the Final Four.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's obviously more recent, but yeah, the national title I believe would be Carolina when they beat Gonzaga.
That had to be pretty sweet to end Coach K's career in the Final Four.
Yeah. So just that alone, I think carries weight that they should have like a little bit of the upper hand in the rivalry right now. Like, Carolina's not inferior.
Yeah, Duke hasn't won one since 2015. Is that right? You got to go all the way back to
when they beat
Wisconsin. Yeah, yeah, they probably should have won it last year, but they didn't. Florida did. Baseball news for you. Ex-Brave slugger Ozuna is joining the Pirates, Marcell Ozuna. And also NBC hiring Clayton Kershaw along with Anthony Rizzo and Joey Votto as analysts. And the Lakers are looking to model their team after the Dodgers.
Nice.
After the way the Dodgers have won back-to-back championships.
What does that mean? They just want to be champions, or they're just going to try to spend more money than everybody? You can't really do that as easily in the NBA.
It says the Lakers are working with the Dodgers. Rob Pelinka detailed the working relationship, speaking to reporters. Says Dodgers owner Mark Walters purchased the Lakers at $10 billion, became official in late October. They're just working together, just working with the organization. Obviously, the Dodgers doing something right.
Dodgers don't have to deal with bus either.
Yeah, and Yasiel Puig was found guilty of in the gambling probe that came out late Friday.
All right, good batch of headlines.
That's about it.
All right, I'm trying to figure out if that Kalshi app paid out Mark Wahlberg or not, because like some ABC news articles are saying he was there, but then other people, Gork is replying to people saying that it was just a Fanatics pregame event. So I'm very curious if that actually paid out or not.
At Rock, is this true?
Let's go to break. It's TalkSports on Fan Run Radio.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, VOLS fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go VOLS.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity thief. Over $6 billion in tax refunds were flagged by the IRS for possible identity theft last year. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. They monitor and alert you to identity threats you'd miss on your own, even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists ready to help solve your identity theft issue. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. Let LifeLock help protect your financial info, so all you have to worry about is what you do with your tax refund. Go to LifeLock.com, save up to 25% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, promo code HERD, to save up to 25% off your first year. LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Looking at the rest of Tennessee's basketball schedule, 8 games left in the regular season. 4 quad 1 opportunities, 4 quad 2 opportunities. The next 3 for Tennessee, Cody, quad 2, and games that you need to win. At Mississippi State, and then home for LSU and Oklahoma. Got to go 3-0 in this stretch.
That's right. Yes, you need to.
All of a sudden, the Vanderbilt games, do you view them differently after what happened to them against Oklahoma? Did you watch any of that game?
Yeah, they suck, man. Vanderbilt has not been anything special all year. They blew through a weak-ass non-conference slate where they played absolutely nobody. They beat Alabama, who, as Brett pointed out, is not great this year.
That's true. Alabama sucks.
Vanderbilt's been overrated the whole damn year. I ain't scared of Vandy.
Did you watch any of that game, though? Did you see the failed comeback? They were down.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I did because I had bet on Vandy
to win.
I had them in a parlay with an alternate spread covering like 2.5 or something. Like it should have been easy. Playing the 1-9 Oklahoma Sooners. I mean, worst team in the league.
Yeah, I don't guess you can really fire a coach for winning on the road against a top 15 team, but boy. If I was an Oklahoma fan, I'd be like, you know what? I don't care that we won. We got to fire this Porter Moser guy. He sucks. But, it was an 18-point game with 3.5 minutes left, and Oklahoma stormed back.
Vandy stormed
back. Thank you. Yeah. Oklahoma was up 19 with 3:37 left. Vandy stormed back. Really, they're just, the Tylers, Tyler Tanner and Tyler Nickel just kept making plays, and they end up just losing by 1 point.
Vandy doesn't scare me at all. I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee didn't just win out.
Whoa.
In the regular season.
Brett,
Oh, wow.
What does that make you think?
Cody don't know ball.
Well, you know what, Brett? We'll see.
You don't have
We'll
CBB
see, brother.
night next to your name.
We'll see, brother, because these boys got what it takes. and they're playing better, and I'm not going to let a little loss in Kentucky, the toughest game remaining on your schedule, by the way, now behind you.
Sure. I mean, that is factual. Well, the game at Vandy's tougher on paper.
I'm not going to say a late night at Missouri's not easy either.
Missouri, give me a rest.
We don't play well up there.
I think Tennessee, I would not be shocked to see Tennessee finish with one more loss down the stretch. What do you think they're going to be?
I mean, we've already seen us lose at home, so that's not a fortress by any means.
Why do you say we don't play well at Columbia, at Missouri?
We do we?
I don't remember.
We don't play well. We might win there, but we don't play well. I mean, I think last time we played up there, Connect had to go off, if I'm not mistaken, or he was the only one that played well.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. I mean, 2024, we won by 5. I mean, I don't know if you would consider that we played well or not. I don't want to check the box score and everything, but the time before that in 2022, we beat them by 19. The time before that in 21, we beat them by 20.
I'm just saying,
I don't think
a mid team in all these matchups. I'm not going to sit here and say, I mean, the way we play, I mean, all these games could be competitive, except for you would hope LSU and Oklahoma. But now Oklahoma goes on the road and beats Vandy, so I'm like, can they pull another miracle? I
just hope you keep this same energy, Brett.
I've kept the same energy all season.
When Rick Barnes' squad is sitting there at 23-7 next month, I hope you got this same energy.
I hope you do too.
Oh, I will.
So
I believe in these boys.
Cody's saying 8-0 down the stretch. Brett,
we might take an L. We might take one more loss. Maybe
I think at Vandy and at Missouri, and
you might split.
Vandy at home.
You might split at Vandy and at Missouri. You might split there. You're winning the rest of them. The boys are winning the rest of them.
So Cody's got 7-1. Brett, what do you got?
I'll say like 6-2.
Okay, so not a huge difference. Not a huge difference. So, but you think we lose both road games?
And I think
at Missouri and at Vandy?
I think Bama's going to be competitive here. Vanderbilt's going to be competitive here. So I'm not saying those are guaranteed wins either.
Sure.
Vandy's a bunch of bums.
The only guaranteed wins, I would say, are LSU and Oklahoma.
We're going to do to Vandy what Kentucky did to us. That's my prediction.
If we lost to that Mississippi State team, I'd be pretty down.
And I'm not saying we're going to lose,
well,
but
we'd have to have a different conversation then.
Yeah, like I'd be pretty down on the boys if
I just always worry about midweek late games after a tough loss all the time.
Sure.
Mississippi State does still have Josh Hubbard. He's in his 11th year with the school. And
he's a guy that can go out there and put – but I like the way we defend. He'll have a tough time. He may get points, but he's going to take a lot of shots to get there.
He does carry them.
If we don't win that game, I'd be pretty shocked and pretty disappointed.
Is there a line out on it yet?
No, there won't be a line out. It's not until Wednesday. I'm sure, Bart Torvik has projections and stuff, but I would think Tennessee would be like 9-point favorites in that game, 8.5-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas just went in there Saturday and beat them up pretty good.
Yeah, beat them by 20. It was never really close. They just led from the very beginning and just dominated.
They got a bunch of L's. Yeah.
They started out 2-0 in conference.
Yeah, and then look at all the L's.
Yeah, they started out 2-0 in conference, beat, won at Texas in overtime and beat Oklahoma by 19. But then, since then, they haven't even really been close L's either. They've gotten dominated. They got killed by Kentucky, lost by 15 to Alabama, lost by 1 to Ole Miss. There's one close one. 20 to A&M, 32 to Vanderbilt.
7 losses in their 8 games.
Yeah.
I've told you this the last several basketball seasons, but the way I always kind of judge our teams, I like to look at whether or not they can finish with single-digit losses.
Yep.
That's always something I like to look at. And this team, I think, still has that potential. I think if you could get through this remaining stretch and finish the regular season at, 24-7, it would put you at?
Yeah.
Or 23-7, whatever that number is.
8 games left, you're 16-7, so I'd put you.
Then you lose one in the conference tournament, and then it's wherever you get knocked out in the NCAA. But I still think we have the potential to do big things. I think we can get to the second weekend.
Look at Cody. He's not going to let you guys try to box him in saying he's a negavar that he gives up on Rick Barnes. He's calling for him to run the table.
I believe in Rick Barnes, and I believe in these boys.
It's a little worrisome when the coach is admitting he made some mistakes.
I don't think it's worrisome that the coach admits he makes mistakes. I think that's a good sign when the coach admits he makes mistakes.
He's got 12 assistant coaches over there. He can't. None of those guys are like, "Hey, that's a bad idea."
Well, maybe Slick was under the weather.
He's got defensive guys. He's got and maybe Nate did have to come out. Who knows?
You're not going to push all the right buttons all the time.
No.
I would rather my coach admit he made mistakes than do what Kim Caldwell did.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is sit there and just blame everybody else. Like,
Don't criticize her.
She'll do the whole thing where she's like, and that's ultimately on me. But like, that's not what she's saying. When she's like, we got a team that'll quit on you. These ladies will quit when the going gets tough.
She's got a point.
But then she'll be like, well, it's my job to get them not to quit. Yeah, that's fine. Lead with that. Maybe don't throw that in at the very end.
I don't like negative criticisms of Kim.
I love me some Kim Caldwell. I'm just saying,
not as much as I do.
I don't care if my coach admits he makes mistakes, because that, at least to me, means that he's aware of the mistake. I don't like when my coach pretends like it's an execution thing. Like, oh, nope, we called the right plays.
Or he could have easily thrown somebody under the boat. Omari's got to do better at boxing out or something like that.
Yeah, I'm fine with Barnes. What did he admit he messed up? Is there anything in particular?
I think it was somebody asked him about why was Dwayne Brown not in on the last free throws or something, and he said, "I admit that was probably a mistake or something like that."
Do you say anything about having Nate Amon on the bench? Did he explain that?
I'd have to pull up the
they say Nate was just pretty tired. He was exhausted. Didn't get a good night's sleep. Late nights, past his bedtime.
Wouldn't that be something if we get Kentucky in the tournament again, in the big tournament?
We'd better win it.
Get them in the second round.
We'd better win it.
I'm not too worried about the loss in Rupp. I mean, it sucks because we got swept by Kentucky yet again. You just should have beat them at home. I mean, that's the only one I really regret.
I think you should have beat them both times.
You should have,
yeah,
honestly, but I would have taken the split happily. But.
Yeah, I would have been that, but the split, winning the road game would have been pretty cool. Getting the second one, that loss on Saturday was pretty maddening because you did just play so well in the first half. And, Brett said it. Some people said it at Barley's when we were doing the watch party, but just like, Tennessee, there's no way they're going to shoot this well in the second half. I was like, yeah, but you're up 14. And it's like you did cash it in. It wasn't like you shot that well and it was like a 4-point game. Like you shot really well, but you're up 14. That should have been enough cushion if you had just not lost your mind and played an absolutely dreadful second half.
You blew it again, but I think you got a lot of opportunities ahead of you to regain your confidence and kind of get back where you need to be, get to that 19-7 mark as you're going to Vandy, and then see how that goes. You just, like you said, got to win these next three. No excuses in the next three.
No excuses.
Got to be three W's.
Wednesday night's a late one, like Brett said, 9 p.m. tip.
You're playing the three worst teams in the league, arguably. South Carolina, throw them in there too. But Oklahoma, LSU, and Mississippi State, all terrible teams.
Yeah, no, I mean you're right. That is, South Carolina's 2-9 in the conference, 11-13. So they're in that conversation. But the other three teams you mentioned, right there with them, got to win those.
Where are you in the standings right now?
I'd say you're smack dab in the middle of them. I mean, there's a handful of teams that are.
Florida's ahead of you, Kentucky, Arkansas, A&M, Vandy. They have the same record as Vandy.
You're tied with Vandy, and Vandy, Tennessee, Alabama, and Missouri all are 6-4.
You're 6-4, but when you look at it 2 weeks from now and you're 9-4, I think you feel a lot better about getting in that top four for the conference tournament.
Yep.
We're going to feel a lot better a month from now, I think, about our basketball team.
And that's something you've been talking about, how the schedule's going to lighten up, and we're getting ready to hit a really easy stretch of it.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. I just don't know. I just don't know what our level is. Like, I don't know. Like,
I told you, Brett, we beat Houston. Hell, we beat Houston.
I guarantee you put on some court today, they'd wipe the floor with us, though. It doesn't do us any good to beat them back when we did.
Well, if we put us on the court with Syracuse, I'd hope we'd win that game.
I'd hope. I'm telling you, with this team, it's the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, I didn't expect Jacoby Gillespie to score 1 point in the second half. I mean, like, the unknown of this team, the ups and downs and the inconsistent. The only thing in a basketball game is we're going to get a lot of rebounds. And Nate Ament's going to get you 20+. That's the only two things you know.
But I do think those are two good places to start. Now, the problem on Saturday is that you were really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
at finishing around the rim with layups. But like typically, if I tell you we're going to get 19 offensive rebounds, the hope is that
12 points.
The hope is that leads to at least 20 points. Like you at least get 20 points on those. You make 10 shots on those 19 offensive rebounds. If you have gotten 20 points, you win the game, right? If you get 16 points, you win the game. So I do think it's a good start to a good spot to start. That like, hey, Nate Ament is really, really good, and he can score against anybody. And also, your bigs are going to get a whole bunch of offensive rebounds and extra chances. I do think those are two good places to start. It's just you got to have the bigs make the shots after they get the offensive rebounds, and you have to have Jacoby Gillespie be better. In the YouTube chat, we get a question. Cody, do you think the staff missed on their evaluation of Gillespie? He doesn't seem capable of being a true point guard in Barnes' system.
That question's for me?
It was for the show. It was for the show. No, not for you specifically.
He directed it towards you, though. What do you think?
Well, I think, at Maryland they had the Crab 5 and we only have the Crab 1. I think it would have helped if we could have gotten Rodney Rice with him too. And, maybe that helps with some chemistry and distribution and whatnot. But as Brett pointed out, he's being asked to do a lot. He's being asked to not only be your distributor, but arguably your top scorer. Now, Ament has shouldered more of the load lately, scoring-wise, but he is being asked to do a lot, and he's not performed up to that, I think, quite where he needs to be.
The free throws going from 86% last year at Maryland to 80.8% at Tennessee is a little bit of a head-scratcher. I mean, like losing
He's probably more tired.
Yeah, losing 5.5% on your free throw it could just be fatigue. Yeah, I mean, it could just be the drain. But like free throws should be
free throws.
Yeah, free throws. If you tell me you're like late in the game, you're making turnovers and you're missing jumpers because you're tired, okay. Point guards and free throws, like you're always tired when you shoot free throws. Is kind of the idea. Like that shouldn't necessarily be to me a big factor worth 5.5%.
Yeah, but the standard at Tennessee. Like, not only are you asked to distribute and score, but you also got to play defense because you're not on the floor if you're not playing defense with Rick Barnes. So,
yeah,
it takes a lot of effort. I mean, these guys are workhorses out there, and that's why our teams are always good.
I won't say they missed on the eval because Jacoby Gillespie is still a good basketball player.
Absolutely,
he's not a bum. He's not a bum. I will say that he probably hasn't lived up to my hopes for him.
I don't even know what mine was for him.
I thought he had a chance of being like all SEC first team, and like if it all goes well, like I thought that he was the best guy in the transfer portal. Like a lot of people had him graded very highly.
Better than Zakai?
I thought offensively, like in terms of scoring, yes, and I do think he has been better than Zakai offensively scoring. Defensively, you knew that like he wasn't going to be the bulldog defender. Setting the table, he's been a little bit underwhelming in terms of like actually setting people up for me. But yeah, I expected him to be just as good, if not better, because he's different than Zakai. But I think he's been quite a bit worse overall.
Yeah, I think you see what a special player Zakai was.
Yeah,
in a lot of different ways, a lot of intangible ways too.
You remember how many times like Zakai would come off like pick and rolls and we lob to the rim. Like you don't get any of that with Jacoby.
Yeah, he's not very good at setting the table. He's not, and like when he does try to throw lobs, I don't have confidence in him. And
he throws them off the backboard.
Yeah, I don't want him throwing them.
Yeah,
he is a scoring guard. Like he's just
so many times Zakai would get those lobs off.
Yeah, in a perfect world, either Gillespie's like 4 inches taller and could just go out there and get buckets.
Yeah,
or he's playing at least with another guard that can set him up.
In a perfect world, Zakai got cleared for another year. You got them both out there.
Yeah.
Or like a Gainey.
I was going to say Jordan Gainey, to me, I would still pick him in terms of if I could have got one of those guys cleared, I would have picked Gainey for the size and
scoring ability.
Yeah.
Just another option.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tough. But no, I won't say that the staff missed on Gillespie because I still think he's good. I just don't think he is All-American level good. Like, I don't think he is SEC Player of the Year level good. And your point guard the last couple of years has been.
Yeah.
It's all still on the table. Everything's still in front of us.
The camera was on our bench during the timeout, and you see the moment they tell Ament he's out, and he seems surprised. So That's what Kyle writes in the chat. So I don't think Nate asked out.
Well,
String 7952 writes in, these two champagne socialists love Bad Bunny.
I do not love Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if it was directed at us. I don't know if he's calling us champagne socialists, but Cody's on the record. He did not like the show at all.
I did not like it. Don't call me a socialist.
Yeah.
And John's more of a communist than he is a socialist, okay?
So. I like to dance. That's what I like to do. I like to dance.
I don't think socialist is the right word.
And he knew he had to come out and do it the way he did because, I mean, he knew a lot of people aren't going to. He doesn't sing English. He's all Spanish, and it's Spanish.
Well, that's the problem, Brad. He doesn't sing English.
Hell, you can't.
You're in America. You should be speaking American language.
We have Lady Gaga out there for us.
Here's the thing: is I don't think you really understand most people when they're doing live music. The music's too damn loud. I can barely understand anybody's lyrics.
That's true.
Yeah, but they're up there doing English.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but like it's not like you heard Kendrick Lamar, like in all his songs either. Like sometimes
it's the show.
There's a reason Kid Rock was lip singing up there.
Yeah, you said Turning Point wasn't great.
No, it certainly wasn't. I watched it on my phone while I was watching I watched both halftime shows simultaneously. Neither one were very impressive.
Eric writes in, do we think Gillespie is having a hard time adjusting to Ament being more aggressive? I don't think that's it. I would say, if anything, he's probably like, thank God, like I need some help. I need you to be more aggressive. I think it was Nate just couldn't make a shot in the second half.
How many did he even take?
I believe 0 for 6.
That was Gillespie, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about like Nate.
Oh, I don't have that off the top of my head.
I can't remember.
It was a tale of two halves.
And maybe it didn't seem like he took many because he was hitting everything in the first half, Nate. He was like 4 or 5 to start the game. It was crazy. We came out on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were fired up during the first half.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I choose to remember.
I would like to just, as Cody keeps saying, get to 9-4. Let's check back in on this basketball team after you've done the dirty work over the next 3 games. Let's have some good individual performances. Let's have Gillespie bounce back. Let's have Ament continue to surge.
It was always about Vanderbilt.
Don't stump your toe. Don't stumble here against any of these loser teams. Let's just get to 9-4. Let's reevaluate. We'll be 19-7 overall. We'll be on another little mini win streak.
Vibes will be good.
And then we'll have a big game at Vandy. I mean, that'll be a tough one, but that'll be a fun one. That's kind of the focus right now. Last call on the other side. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. We're excited to continue our free stump grinding promotion with Fan Run Radio this year through March 31st. If you've got problem trees in your yard, give us a call and we'll come out and cut them down and grind the stumps for free when you mention you heard us right here on Fan Run Radio. Take it from Russ. We'll treat you right at ECR Total Landscapes.
That's right, Evan. I had the ECR team out to Stately Smith Manor last year, and they took down a bunch of trees for me and grinded the stumps for free. Now I don't have to worry about those trees falling on my house, and my yard looks much better. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes.
Thanks, Russ. Call us today and we'll come out and give you a free estimate. Our number is 865-384-2012. And our website is ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Knoxville. Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, 0 carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly. We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah. They specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything: sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788. Last call here on the program. Did you watch any of the golf yesterday? I wish Sam was here so I could talk to him about it.
I'm locked in.
Did I watch any of the golf yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Super Bowl going on.
Well, I mean, it led into the Super Bowl. Like, it was perfect timing.
Like
Like,
appetizers. I got the Lady VOLS playing. You think I'm watching
you
golf?
watched the. I mean, I can't
No,
imagine.
I didn't watch the Lady VOLS, but I would have watched them before I watched golf.
I can't imagine the second half of the Lady VOLS was any good. The golf was electric, and it led right into the Super Bowl, so it was perfect timing.
Listen, I watch golf once a year, and that's the Masters. That should be coming up here around the corner here in a month or two. Sometime in April.
The best tournaments right now.
I was locked into the waste management.
Oh yeah, it's elite.
Scheffler.
I mean,
I had bet on got her up to win.
Oh, nice.
On Friday, not with the long odds, but he was 10-1. He was 10-1 on Friday. Yeah, he was 10-1 going on Friday.
Nice pick. He caught fire.
I know, and then it was funny because I bet on him Friday as round to shoot 3 under. He didn't. I bet on him Saturday.
Even.
Yeah, I saw him Saturday to bet 3 under or hit 3 under. He didn't, so I lost twice. Chris Goddard, the young guy.
Yeah.
But then on Sunday, before around noon, before he teed off, he was 17-1 to be the top American. So I bet that.
Yeah.
I took him and Scotty. Scotty was like 20-1 to be top American, and they
were the top two.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Scheffler was tied with Thorbornsen or whatever his name is. He's an American.
But he.
Then Goddard ends up winning as Matsuyama choked all over himself, just completely gagged. Completely gagged on 18.
Bad tee shots on 18 twice in a row.
Yeah.
Well, the first one the guy made the noise in his backswing.
No, that was the second one.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember. I was watching without sound.
I'm not a golf purist by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But even I was watching and be like, man, Matsuyama is not playing like somebody that should win a tournament with the way he was just hitting every tee shot like in the rough. Yeah. Like every tee shot was either to the left or to the right. There was no consistency, but he was scrambling.
Yeah, the recoveries it's elite, those guys.
Yeah, no, he was getting up and down and saving long pars, and he was doing that at a winning level. But I was like, man, surely you can't win a tournament and stare down people that are playing so well while hitting all these bad tee shots, and then yet finally beat him on 18 twice.
Yeah, no. He had a chance.
And then the fans yelling at him during his putt, and then again during his backswing, kind of gross, kind of ugly.
What were they yelling?
Just yelling at it, just yelling. I think one was trying to say get in the hole in his putt, but said it too early, as he's getting ready to putt. So then he had to back off and recompose. The tee shot, I don't know, but then they're doing the whole USA thing because America's going to win. So yeah.
Well, he should have a little more composure.
And this crowd's a lot more rowdy than most tour.
Why do we have to treat golfers special? Why can't we make noise when if a guy's going to shoot free throws?
Well, this tournament they let you on one of the holes in the stadium.
That should be part of it. It's called added pressure. Go try to hit a couple of free throws in Cameron Indoor. These guys.
That's true.
Got to coddle these golfers.
Tennis does the same thing. Yeah. You can't make a noise while they're going back and forth.
Quiet, please.
I do agree with that premise, but it's just like an agreed upon thing, or they don't really do it.
Gentleman's game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be different than the other sports.
Brett, my favorite thing in the world is driving by a golf course and honking when the guy's teeing off. It's my favorite thing in the world.
That is
I
pretty
stop
good.
the car. I pull it over. I pull over and wait on the tee shot. I love it.
Oh,
It's
man.
my
So
favorite
you got
thing
a
in
golf
the
ball
world.
in your windshield.
Yeah, there's always some guy like, what the hell? Yeah, get back to the bank.
That is one of the funniest bits that I remember just from the Jackass movie.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. They get the blow.
Yeah, where they hide in the woods over there with the air horn and just blow it every time they go to hit. But the older I get, I was thinking about this, I think yesterday, about just growing up and like how things that used to be funny aren't funny as much
that's
anymore.
Still funny.
I know, but I was just like, man, we don't have a lot in life as people that just makes us happy. You know what I mean? Like we're really just all trying to like be the least amount of like miserable as we could be until we die. Like that's really kind of the goal. Like you don't want to be in pain. You don't want to be hungry or starving or like you're just trying to get by. Like, we're always trying to survive. But I was thinking about how like the golfers, when you're out there, that's probably like their favorite time of the week or day.
Yeah.
It's like going out there and just messing with them while they're trying to relax.
Well, that
and
makes
actually
me happy though.
Yeah, I know,
Away
but like
from the family with the boys.
your happiness shouldn't be making other people miserable. Like I do find it funny, and like like I said, I did find it hilarious when I was younger. But the older I get, I'm
if
just
they
like,
didn't take it so seriously, it wouldn't be so
but
funny.
they're just trying to relax and do something they enjoy.
Yeah,
it's like if you were sitting there playing your guitar, trying to relax.
They're not relaxed. They're uptight. I mean, if one horn honk, affects your whole day. I mean,
I think
they're probably not even that good at golf.
I think it's just the principle of it, though. It's just you being rude to them is what sets
we
them
have
over
to
the edge.
coddle golfers. Why do we have to coddle golfers?
We don't have to be jerks.
You don't have to be.
Someone doesn't see you playing the guitar and run up, knock it out of your hands and say good
They
luck.
might.
They don't.
Happy Gilmore started this with that guy, the bully in the crowd.
Yeah, maybe.
You won't make this putt.
I like playing golf too, but if some guy did that to me, I'd just laugh it off.
Sure.
I wouldn't get in my Range Rover and try to run him over, It's just guys having fun.
But we're just trying to
crack open another beer, enjoy the day.
We're just trying to get through this life, like I said, the least amount of miserable as we can.
Well, don't let a honking horn ruin your day.
Those guys aren't bothering you out there, and their goofy little, hats and
their little plaid shorts,
their socks that are real high up on their, up to their knees, and
their one glove.
You just pull over and honk.
No, he does drive.
He
does drive-bys. He's not man enough to sit there and actually.
Oh no, I pull off the road and put the hazard lights on.
He's not man enough to get the air horn and just go
get
hide
out of
in
the car
woods.
and yell.
No, I pull over, got the hazard lights on, got my binoculars. I'm over here on the different green. I'm on hole 4, looking at hole 3, and I hit that horn right when it needs to be hit.
That's funny.
It's a thing of beauty. They always shank it off the tee.
Oh, man.
It's the little things, like you said, little things that bring you joy.
Yeah, there is that too, though. That is the flip side. Is if that brings you joy, who am I to stand in front of your way of being happy?
Right.
I would just say I hope that you find joy from not being mean to people. But
well, sometimes, other people's misery has to be a part of your joy. I mean, that's just the way it is.
That's sad.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. I mean, when the fisherman goes to fish, he's just out there having a good time, but it ain't so good for that fish with a hook in its mouth, It's not bringing that fish any joy.
Sometimes they get the worm and get off.
Yeah, sometimes they get thrown back in the water, but they still got a big hole in their lip.
Well, sometimes they just get the worm and don't even get reeled in.
That deer is out there just trying to support his family, looking for acorns.
Yeah, Now, my rebuttal would be like, these are animals, not humans.
What's the difference? We're all created under God's
one's an animal and one's a human.
We're animals.
Do you eat animals?
Yeah.
Do you eat humans?
I've never tried one.
But do you eat them?
No, but if
you can, if you want.
If you slice out a piece of your arm and serve it to me, I might try it.
You might, or you would?
I'd probably try a bite just to see what it's like.
We can get you some.
Now's not really the time to be joking about that.
Something happened that I'm unaware of?
Well, yeah, it's pretty dark. You probably don't want to be made aware of it.
People were eating people?
Allegedly. That's part of the Epstein files.
Really?
I don't know if that's true. I mean, that's.
Oh, no.
Who knows? You know how that stuff gets.
They were eating people?
Allegedly, but who knows? I don't know. There's a picture of Epstein sitting there with Bill Clinton and Mick Jagger, the three of them at a dinner table. and there's this meat.
Wait, Mick Jagger's eating humans?
Well, that's, allegedly. I think it's probably just a deep conspiracy hole.
So you're mad that you can't understand Bad Bunny's songs, but you're caping for a guy that's maybe eating people?
I never said he should be eating people.
Let's get our priorities in line.
And
here.
you know me with my love for the Stones. I'm a Keith Richards guy. There's no allegations of Keith Richards at Epstein's Island.
Okay.
So Jagger, on the other hand, I don't know.
So who's eating people?
I don't know, man. I think it's too deep in the rabbit hole to even. They're saying the meat doesn't look like chicken, like the plate's like
so that's
chicken
it.
and rice.
Oh, that's it.
They're saying they're eating like baby meat and stuff.
That's the whole allegation.
I think it's just people going.
I thought they had emails about it where they're talking about we want to eat humans. I want some of that human meat.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if they were actually cannibals or not, but we've discussed it before. Like if you were alone and didn't have any food and it's just you and your buddy, so one of us is going to die first. Like you might have to stay alive, right?
See, I think you'd have to kill him before it got to that point because you don't want him to die.
I bet my meat's good. I bet I got good meat, good fatty tissue.
You wouldn't.
Imagine how good my ribeyes would be.
You wouldn't sacrifice yourself and let me eat you because you wouldn't even ask me if I wanted to buy a biscuit for your delivery. You wouldn't even give me the option to eat. It's like pay my own way and eat. Lord knows you wouldn't go out of your way to help me if we were starving somewhere. That'll do it for us. Brett, appreciate you sitting in with us. Bubba should be back from Vegas tomorrow. We'll check in with him. You can hear Brett every day on the Playbook with William Pattison at 1 o'clock. He'll be pulling double duty here later. But for now, it's time for the Tony Basilio Show here on Fan Run Radio.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every